there's a room called Randomizer Room in Ganon's Tower because no one knew it existed until they started doing Randomizer. And it looks like we have started stream.
Hold on, let me sit back from my monitor a little bit here.
Yeah, I'm refreshing, trying to get something. I think I saw a blue tunic on Felix, so
yeah. Is that what's going on here? All right, man, we're already ready to go. That was interesting.
There we go. Okay, we're here. I see 5 rupees in Sanctuary. Looking like...
oh my goodness. Fantallis, you know, Fantallis just had to go find a blue tunic so early to get rid of Green Luigi. I'm a little bothered by that, actually.
Based on the fact that I think everybody has it, I'm assuming that it was probably in Link's house. I didn't catch who did and didn't do the uncle route, but looking like level 1 tree pull is 5 rupees.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Also, oh, was that? Did I just see Kane at Lumberjack? Kane of Samaria? Wait a second. Let's see on X-Rok's side.
We had some fairy powder over there.
Oh no, that's a shovel.
Maze over there. Yeah, a shovel.
I just got baited so hard.
Close enough.
Yeah, similar. You know, they both have red on the handles.
Yeah.
All right, so looking like Fantallis going for the 300 rupees in Lost Woods. We have 3 people going into Lost Woods, while Jaxus is opting to just go straight into Kakariko, not doing the Lost Woods route, coming from the south.
This is going to be interesting, man. Is this interesting to see this here? Because obviously, you know, and obviously one thing I didn't actually know myself is that, you know, getting these bombs, these tree pulls, I didn't even know about that until honestly watching this stuff to get those some kind of weapon here, since they don't have much of anything to start with besides bombs.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Bombs are extremely important in the early game because especially in open mode, you're not guaranteed to have a weapon like at all.
Definitely.
At least in standard mode, you're guaranteed to get a sword of some, just a level 1 sword at minimum.
I know that struggle right there. There's a bottle right there, so we can go check out old sick kid down there on Jax's screen.
Yeah, and Fantallis getting a bottle with a B in it, a little bit less valuable, but looking like nobody's quite got their bombs that they were looking for.
Yeah, we're kind of depleted of bombs for all 4 players right now. Let's see what sick kid has to give for checking in on him. Hopefully something nice. Duplicity at its best, yo.
So Kakariko has 3 of the 4 bottles in the game. I don't think they're gonna be hurting for
for
bottles this run.
Legit, I like this. I like this already. So Fantal's gonna go check out the same thing that Jackson just took care of. Nice little bomb upgrade. So bottle vendor just with a piece of heart.
Yeah, it's interesting. There's really not much going on in this Kakariko so far.
If we could just destroy those glass bottles, we'd have some weapons here. We got 3 of them now.
Yeah, just get a bunch of glass shards. There we go.
Can't do much of nothing here, though.
Okay, and I think people are now going to be able to check those bomb-locked locations in the Well and Blind's hut.
Yeah, we got us a nice little net over there so we can put those bottles to use for Felix.
Yeah. Get some fairies in there. If we're low on money, can't buy potions. Back has half magic. Okay.
Half magic already. Man, half magic and 3 bottles?
Half magic, 3 bottles, and a blue tunic. Like, that's a pretty safe run so far.
Yeah, we shouldn't be seeing too many deaths unless you play like me, apparently, but hey.
This is a hard game. Deaths are so easy to come by in this game, honestly.
All right, so where we're gonna go first, man? Everybody's kind of cleaning out this town over here, so I guess we're gonna head where? We're gonna head a little south, action.
Yeah, I'm thinking. South Shore is probably the play here. So Jaxus didn't check Lost Woods. He came in from the south. So everybody else probably gonna head south after this to check library and the racing game. Then probably go from there. Everybody's gonna converge onto South Shore, I'm thinking.
Now, what is going to be in that library? You know, as much as I watch, as much as I've been trolled myself, I want to see something like the doggone bow in the library, because I have an issue with finding the bow whenever I try this. I never can get it until like an hour and a half into it at best.
Bow mode is called bow mode for a reason. It's one of those items where, especially depending on the pendant setup, it can be kind of anywhere. Wait, I didn't even know you could do that. What?
Huh?
On Felix's side, you can just empty a bee and he gets 100 rupees. I had no idea.
What is this? Somebody's reading the dog on Nintendo Power, man. What kind of mess is that?
I knew you could do a fish to get a bunch of stuff from him. I had no idea about the bee.
Yeah.
And also, I thought it was really funny because for a second I thought he was just saying, "Oh, the bee's attacking me. Here, get it off me. I'll give you 100 rupees." That's what
the
I thought
gold
was
bee.
happening. Oh, is it only the gold bee?
They come in silver and like bronze as well. All these. I'm telling you, I just learned that honestly a few weeks ago that there were actually different bees here. But yeah, just a piece of heart in the library there. So my dreams will not be met today.
I see Fantallis is going for racing game. I don't know if he's just YOLOing that.
Yeah, we saw a glimpse earlier. We had powder over there.
Powder, okay.
Yeah, I think when you thought you saw the cane over there was just the shovel. That's when I saw Jax's.
That's when you saw the powder. Okay,
yeah, you saw the powder
totally
over there.
Didn't see that. So interesting. Did Jaxus skip powder then?
Yeah, Jax's. I don't think he didn't get it. I think he gets
interesting.
peekaboo with it. Especially with all those bottles, he's definitely well. He doesn't have the net yet, like Felix and X-Rok. So
yeah, I guess his bomb route was kind of interesting. But yeah, here we're seeing Mini Moldorm Cave. This cave, honestly, it can be pretty tough. But looks like Jaxus is making quick work of that 3-bomb Mini Moldorm Cave. Really
shouts
nice.
out to those bombs there.
Yeah, it can be kind of tough if the mini Moldorms don't work with you. But I find nowadays I honestly prefer.
Oh, check that out!
Okay,
Got some lantern action here.
All right. So, what does that even give us access to? I guess the back of Escape is now accessible.
Yeah, Escape over there. I guess we still need. Did anyone do a map check yet? I'm not even sure where our crystals are in Light World yet.
If anybody did a map check, I think it was probably while the streams were kind of lagging out. It looks like they did because we do have the crystals filled in on the tracker. Looks like Eastern Palace is a crystal. Desert and Hera are both 5/6 crystals.
That's convenient.
Yeah, definitely. You love seeing 3 crystals in Light World.
Yes.
It means you could potentially have the dream of Pendant, Mire, and Turtle Rock.
So let me get this. See, so you're gonna help me learn this too. That means that okay, for Eastern Palace, the only thing we basically need right now is the bow. We can take care of that.
Yes.
See, I'm learning, I'm learning. Look, I don't have this tracker. Okay, leave me alone. I don't have this advanced tracker. We got 2 dedicated people working hard to track this stuff for y'all and us.
Which we do very much appreciate. By the way, shoutouts to Cyclone and D2 Kemps, our trackers for this evening. I don't think we actually have mentioned that just because of the stream issues at the beginning, but huge shoutouts to them.
Yeah, and do you see these shields they have here? What's really going on? They already have the mega shield already.
Oh, wow. I didn't even see that. Oh my god.
What the heck is going on? What is this? They have like all the safety stuff. They got 3 bottles. They got a net. They've got the whatever this riot shield thing is. We ain't got no doggone sword. We just walk around carrying a big old piece of metal with nothing to swing with it. You know?
Yeah, I'm feeling... honestly, anytime I see Mirror Shield, especially this early, I'm always thinking Turtle Rock, because the only thing Mirror Shield is useful for at all is Laser Bridge on Turtle Rock.
Well, all I can see is hush your mouth. Let's hope that I don't want to see no crystals on Turtle Rock. Actually, no, I do want to see him dog. I want to see somebody struggle like I have. Man. I want to see what's going on here, man. So all this collecting we got going on here, everybody's kind of on the same pace here. We still X-Rok and Fetus haven't picked up that mirror shield yet. quite yet. But Jax is going to make a little purchase here. That's literally his only weapon right now. These bombs here. Well, I guess he can swing the net, but yeah.
Looks like Fantallis is probably heading into escape now, which is yeah, not a bad idea, honestly, at this point. Escape, even though he doesn't have a weapon, escape is within the logic as long as you have bombs.
Yeah, he only has 2 bombs though, man.
That's
it's
interesting.
a little critical. You know, it looks like everyone else. Well, Jaxus is definitely good on bombs, over 10. So maybe he get a drop here. Hopefully, something he can use as a weapon here.
Yeah, I think. Oh, B strats. I didn't even think of that. That's a really good idea. Since he has the bottle and the bug net, he can just reuse the bee in these rooms.
I mean, this bee is like on screen until like it just kills something. At least a regular bee, or is it a gold bee?
That's the gold bee. I don't exactly know the differences. I think the gold bee just sticks around on the screen pretty much forever, or for a long time.
We're gonna check the back of Rasha Hashala's hut, and there's nothing there that you care about. So we're gonna.
Oh, we're finding out Green Pendant is Misery Mire. Interesting.
But we did check a Lumberjack. Lumberjack just had that shovel, so let's help, baby. Can we? Is it possible to have the bow there in the digging area with the shovel?
Yes, it absolutely is.
Come on now, let's put it there. I want to see these guys struggle. Man, I want A to do. I need A to do B to do C to do D. I want to see this whole like fetch quest, man. I want to see this.
Yeah, I actually had a wonderful green pendant to shovel to mushroom. I think earlier today it was a time.
Oh yes, that sounds fantastic. Y'all listening about version 29 logic? I need y'all to make a very high percentage of that happen. Okay, thanks. Fee's gonna check that chest there. Compass, who cares?
Looking like Fantallis might be setting up for a death warp, maybe?
Possibly.
I think maybe he just forgot that he had Oh no, he's doing it. I guess the green guard does the same amount of damage as the ball and chain guard was doing, so
Yep.
Makes sense. With that lamp, he does potentially have access to back of escape. Now, he doesn't have a small key, which means the chest in the dark rooms needs to have a small key for him to progress.
Yeah, otherwise we're in trouble here. Interesting, I see X-Rok actually didn't pick up that didn't pick up the lantern like everyone else did over there in that village there, so.
Oh, interesting. So he just skipped South Shore entirely. Huh.
Yep. So let's see here. We got Fears making his way to the other side of Eastern Palace here. Be nice to find a boat here. Something.
Yeah, it's interesting. Everybody's kind of retracing each other's footsteps except for Fantallis right now.
Yeah, checking out that escape here. Hey, it's the lightning bolt.
There's the small key, which means that gives him access to back of escape, which means progression could very easily be in the back of escape here, because they haven't found anything in Eastern yet.
Nope. That is definitely true here. It's going to be interesting here. Let's see what Fantallis is going to do down here. It's going to use that B again. Him and his one bomb. It's a fairy. There's that key.
Man, that's really smart of Fantallis. I never would have thought to use B strats here. I
caught the B. That's a thing.
That's what he's been doing this entire time. He's just been using that single B throughout the entirety of escape, which is really smart. Honestly,
man, we need a doggone YouTube tutorial on this mess, because that's some swag stuff. Yo,
ooh, there's the flute.
I'm calling it ocarina. It's like ocarina to me, doggone. Hey, we can move around quickly here, so that's gonna be good. Especially when we ain't got no boots here, so we can pick up this fast travel here.
Ooh, Felix is a little bit scared right here with the one heart. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So interesting. So unless the big chest has something for Felix here, it looks like that escape play was the correct choice on Fantallis' side. Because
oh yeah, he didn't get that. He bounced. We're gonna find out right now. What is in that chest of doom here? If he can even get to it.
Mirror.
Oh,
Ooh.
mirror.
So it
Look
looks
at
like
this.
Huh.
They need to combine their items together here. One with the flute and one with the mirror. What is this?
So, but because mirror, it's unfortunate for Fantallis because it looks like flute would probably bring him to Death Mountain, especially with that lamp. But
yeah, we gotta find some glove action here, and we need to find that we gotta find that doggone Merle. That's what you add moon and pearl and you get Merle? Well, I guess it's better than adding the P in the moon. I guess you don't want to do that one. So I see why it's called that moon. I literally just figured that out now. Why we don't call it the other way around. Oh, dude, man.
Oh man.
So here we go. What's going on? I have no idea right now.
All right. Oh, it looks like Fantallis is not taking the bait, which is gonna work out well for him. He is going over to Eastern.
Yeah.
So he's going to get his mirror. So we're back into a situation where people are just retracing each other's steps.
Definitely.
But unfortunately, I think the order that Felix and Jaxus did this in is probably a little better because instead of having to wait for that death warp, they're just going to be able to use mirror immediately.
Yeah, definitely. Man, Fantallis, he needs to go back. Get that mirror, man.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure he's probably making his way.
Yeah.
He's probably checking.
Yeah, a little disappointed.
Garage or whatever, but
man, ain't nothing but a junk closet in there today.
Ooh. X-Rok in an interesting situation. He does have that powder. He can powder those anti-fairies to get his health back.
Yeah.
I guess he must not know about the damage boost. Oh my god!
Oh my goodness!
I didn't know that the bees just pushed the Igor around like that. That's crazy.
He's a traitor, yo. We just knocked him right on top of him, man. He said, "I'll show you about keep me in captivity."
Yeah,
son. I bet you ain't know about that strat either, did you?
No, I didn't. That's one heck of a way to accidentally kill yourself, I guess.
Son, he a little mad about his Bitcoin loss. That's all, man. Take it on somebody.
Yeah, and the unfortunate part is X-Rok he's leaving now.
Yeah.
Which is pretty bad because that was leading right to the mirror. So.
Yeah, looks like I guess Fantastic's gonna be happening a little bit. He's probably. So where's he going to? Is he going to a mini moldorm? He didn't do much. Oh, he did do that already. He didn't have any bombs.
Maybe he either ran out of bombs or he just died before he was able to. I didn't catch it on his stream, but I would suspect maybe he just ran out of bombs. That's not an uncommon thing to happen.
Yeah.
Looks like they were pretty nice to him this time though. 4 bombs, pretty good.
Yep, so I'll be happy to have his light source here. What should I say? The shield and the light source.
Yeah.
Super shield. So yeah, like we said, man, they're just kind of backtracking right now. They're going to kind of be.
Yeah, I think they're gonna be converging on Death Mountain. That looks like Death Mountain. I wonder where the progression is. I'm expecting. I'm gonna say not basement of Hera, but that first room to the lower left.
You know what? I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna say Grandpa's gonna hook him up. Gonna walk him to his destination, get him up the mountain safely in the dark, and say, you know what? Here you go. Have a sword.
Oh man. Swords, that I've been playing a lot of standard mode lately because the next tournament I think is gonna be one, and man, I forgot what open mode was like. It's just no sword forever.
You know, this is like the mode I think. Now I haven't done a lot of the typical one. I mean, I've been doing more Triforce hunts personally. I just love that stuff. But usually the times that I played it, it's usually always been on open mode. So I know the struggle about all these lack of any weapons, man. I'm the guy get that money and just rack up on those bombs until I can do a little bit better here.
Yeah, definitely. Looking like okay. So Felix and Jaxus right on each other's heels right now. Both of them got flute at pretty much the same time. And
Felix and fantallis basically getting the opposite items they wanted. So
looking like actually, I guess fantallis probably eked out a little bit of a lead here. He is one flute activation ahead of Felix and Jaxus right now.
Yes, and definitely. And there he goes, head up the mountain here. Go back and pick up Granddaddy. And let's see what he's gonna hook him up with here. No, it's probably gonna be something bogus. What was it? What do y'all call it? The Big 20? It's a little spare change.
Ooh, and looking like
X-Rok in trouble here.
Yeah, X-Rok ran out of bombs here, it looks like, and I think he lost his B. It's unfortunate. All right, let's see what's old man got for us today. Just a piece of heart. Not quite a big 20, but a little bit more useful than that at least.
Yeah. So we're gonna take a glance here to see what's on top of what is that? Spectacle Rocky? I'm learning these names here. Watch out now. This is Mario.
I remember I remember when I first started doing randomizer, I called Bumper Cave like, what was it? Death Mountain entrance, like Dark World Death Mountain entrance, even though that's not even like slightly true.
Hey, sounds good to me.
It made sense in my head, but whenever I said it, everyone was like, what are you talking about?
Oh man. Unfortunately, there's some arrows up there. Of course, we ain't got no bow. Who knows, man? We'll drop down here to
oh man, that
is fantastic.
That Dark World sprite is amazing.
Yes, I love that. Shouts out to the sprite developer on that one. I love you right now.
I was about to say, shout outs to all of the sprite developers in general. All of the custom sprites in this game are just amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, oh, Tower of Hera is always great with bombs only.
Yeah, we're gonna see what's gonna happen. Now, you said a progression.
I said it was right here. Right here.
You right?
No, dang.
Well, we can progress without getting lost in the dungeon now. Hey.
Yeah. Now I'm revising it to basement because it literally. Oh, never mind. Wait.
Well.
Oh wow, this is interesting. So they have to progress up swordless Tower of Hera.
Yeah, so
they've got to do this swordless.
This is going to be interesting here.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Plummeting already.
Yeah, the Beetle Room is not the best. I think honestly the best strat to deal with this is usually just those two pots at the bottom. Just throw them at the first two beetles and then just drop down the pit or something. That's usually it. Although you don't usually have a B either.
I'm gonna regain his friend here. Hey, if we saw what happened to doggone X-Rok, that'd be right. You might not want to keep it.
Yeah, might want to get rid of him.
So let's see what's gonna happen here. We got a couple chests coming up here. He's got the big key, so we're gonna see. We're gonna fix these switches first here.
Yeah, there has to be something. I remember. I think it might have been Jaxus, or maybe it was. No, it was man, I don't remember. Somebody checked Agony Cave though. I'm pretty sure it was just a heart piece. So big chest literally has to be something.
Yeah, looks like he's gonna be have to fall down there to it. But we definitely can't take. Let's see what's gonna get here. It has to be something decent.
Flippers. Ooh.
A little swimming action here.
All right, that's interesting because they could have fake flippered potentially. Depending on where the progression is from here, they could have maybe fake flippered from that first spot.
Yeah. So looks like. So what we're gonna do here? What's the play here? We're gonna jump in here and see what we have over here on this island. If we can't, we're gonna take a little glimpse at it. We're gonna go ahead and swim to the guy first, since we know we can get that item anyway.
Yeah, it's 20 rupees. Also interesting, Felix doing the bomb jump. Really interesting. I never do that bomb jump if I don't have boots, because
Or you could be the dummy like me and forget you have hook shot already and still try to do the bomb jump. Yeah, that's me right there.
That is not uncommon. I've done that before. Oh man.
Wake up, guy. Give us something we need. Give us a doggone bow.
Oh, a sword. There we go.
There you go.
First weapon, 25 minutes in. Or maybe 26. I don't even know. That's interesting.
22 minutes. That's all I can tell you.
X-Rok and Jaxus's timers are like a minute off from each other. Interesting.
Don't worry, it's just a time zone delay or something.
Yeah,
Blame
exactly.
Bitcoin.
Live split time zones.
You know?
That's the only reason that my times are bad in speedruns.
See? I like that. That can work for me. So oh boy, does this mean we're gonna have to do Aga? Is this?
Actually, we would need another sword or cape for that to be the case. But let's see.
We have here. We don't have
I still man,
we don't have a lot of stuff left here.
Oh wait, they found one item. Oh my gosh, they might have had to double dip Hera. That might have been.
Dude, that was stink.
Sword. Get the flipper.
Ledge here.
The sword. And then go back into Hera to beat Moldorm. Oh man.
Yeah, that stinks here. Yeah, there's a shovel down there in Lumberjack. Let's hope nothing is there, but we're gonna see how much what 500 rupees can get you today from Zora's little water shack over here. I think it's gonna get ripped off personally.
Probably just a life lesson. Let's see. No glove.
My goodness, son.
That's But the interesting thing is that glove doesn't actually do anything for us right now.
Yeah, because what can we really do with that?
Nothing really. So it has to be Moldorm. That was a logically required double dip. You had to get flippers, then go get the sword, and then go back and beat Moldorm, I think.
Yep. Well, we have our sword, so he's gonna go take care of that probably. Well, he's gonna go check because Fantallis hadn't checked up here yet.
No, I think Fantallis did. He's just making his way back up to whatever.
Oh yeah, he's making yeah, he's gonna tire here and take care of that now.
It's one of the few. Ooh, there's red.
Red tuna. Okay.
Interesting. Fantallis? Okay. Brought up the save and quit menu. I was like, where are you going?
He was just seeing if we were paying attention, that's all.
Yeah.
Oh man, I hate stuff when you have to sit here and get the boss just to get a key to go see what's in that doggone torch room there.
Yeah, it looks like it is basement actually. So basement is where the final progression is. So
what is it gonna do?
It could be, let's see, let's go through our options. It could be a sword upgrade to do Aghanim. It could be
Master Sword.
It could be cape. It could be book.
Cape will allow us to. Oh yeah.
Desert access. Also bow or something like that. But
yeah, let's see, bow can clear Eastern, but I'm not sure what is left in there. We don't know what's.
Yeah, I didn't keep track of the item count. I know I saw a minimum of 2, but
of course we can find hammer. That would be pretty.
Yeah, hammer or hook shot
nice.
Would be East Death Mountain access, which is a lot more items.
Yes. We're gonna find out in just a few moments here. Fantastic gonna take down the easiest boss in the Zelda franchise.
Oh my gosh. I've had multiple runs, like NMG runs, die to that stupid boss lately.
Cause we don't have Moon Pearl down there for Fantallis. No one has Moon Pearl. Uh-oh.
Ooh.
And we drop down a level here. Yeah. Just don't have the Moon Pearl. No one has Moon Pearl yet.
Yeah, I don't think that Moon Pearl would be the next item because that doesn't really make anything available to them. So Moon Pearl, if it's anywhere, it's gonna be like wherever the next location they can do is.
Well, if they have Moon Pearl, I mean, if they have Moon Pearl, then they can go around what you call it, the Kakariko village, whatever, and go around the other way. To get that,
yeah,
isn't that dark portal?
The
hammer,
hammer or
hammer for that.
Yeah.
We could have had something decent, and I think something really good is going to be down here. In this
Okay, there we go. Man, that last hit is always stressful, but Fantallis taking it down.
So here comes our... We're going to assume there's a key in that explosion somewhere. And it was.
All right, so now it ends up basement is the play.
Yep. Definitely.
So interestingly, this is one of the few times where fake flippers would have actually paid out huge. You would have avoided a double dip this way by fake flippering over to Hobo, getting that sword, and clearing Hera the first time.
We're going here. You know what? I think this is going to be. I'm going to call the book here.
Book? Okay.
I'm going to call the book here.
I'm going to go. I was actually going to call book, but since you called book, I'm going to go with
don't change your mind because I stole your. You know?
I'm going Master Sword. For the sake of variety, we're going Master Sword, and Aghanim is required.
Let's see what we got here. Because we still gotta find this moon pearl though. That's a lingering item here. Let's see what we get here. The chat demands cape here.
Cape.
Is it past my bedtime, please? I'm guaranteed I'm older than every person in this chat. And dog, y'all youngins. Let's see what we got here.
The hammer. So that is nice and convenient, actually, because now East Death Mountain is accessible. You just walk right out the door.
Sure is. That is convenience when it is best.
What's not convenient is Spiral Cave without boots.
Enjoy. You won't see me walking up in there. I'm not trying to kill myself.
Time for Resident Sleeper Cave.
Oh, boy. So let's see. Hammer. Literally that video when I was learning it. Hammer. Spiral Cave. Gotta go slow.
Yeah.
What do we got here? I don't know, man. You know what? I'm gonna be bold, man. I think I'm gonna call a sword upgrade here.
Sword upgrade?
I think they're gonna get 2 good items back to back.
He's
gonna be really happy right now. Watch.
I'm gonna go with a big 20 in this chest.
No, there's a big 20 right there. He dropped on the floor.
Big 50.
Big 50. Of course, we're not looking for money right now, so.
Yeah, Zora already stole our lunch money.
Nah, boy. Broke. Oh, I guess we're going to check these other series because we got a lot of things to check over here. We got, we literally have, 7 things to check here.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite item locations in the game to check because you just get so many things back to back.
Yes, definitely.
Oh, interestingly, Felix doing the mirror blocks glitch, which allows you to. Ooh, there's a moon pearl. All right,
there it is. We in business now. We got a hammer. We got some moon pearl. If I do my math right, what's that start world right there?
Yeah, so we got Dark World access, but hammer is interesting because when you get mid Dark World access, you can only enter from one area.
Yes, and that is a long walk anywhere.
Yeah, but hammer, ice rod.
Ice rod.
Ice rod is a nice item to find early because if it's required, it's awful to find.
Yeah, because we don't know what's going to happen yet on doggone Turtle Rock, so yeah.
Yeah, nobody did a map check when they were doing the taking the portal into Dark World to get to Hera. That's usually where I'll do my first Dark World check.
Yeah.
So it looks like Fantallis is going from Kakariko.
Yeah.
Whereas Felix is opting the other way, and this is why Hammer Dark World access is interesting. You can either go from Kakariko to do like Skullwoods and Thieves Town, or you can do down here south of Link's house and check Hype Cave.
Hype Cave, another place with all those items, usually not delivering hype most of the time, from what I see.
So I see Swamp and Ice Palace as pendants.
Oh.
Not the dream, but pretty good. If
Yeah.
you can avoid stepping foot in Swamp and Ice Palace, that's not bad.
Yeah, I can deal with that. I love how all the pendants at the bottom. That's interesting.
Yeah, it makes it really easy to remember.
Yeah.
So let's see, Hype Cave. What do we
Here
got?
we go. Little
Yeah.
change here. Little love. Too much love, and a little more change.
So Hype Cave doing its Hype Cave thing, being absolutely not hype.
Sounds yawn cave to me. So one of my favorite areas, obviously. Oh, I just cannot stand this area in Skullwoods with a passion here. This area is just so brutal. Of course, we do have Blue Ouija over there, so you got a little more safety as far as health is concerned here.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna check out
Personally,
these
I always like having a boomerang going into Skullwoods, just in case the Gibdos get a little too friendly.
Shoot, best give me a fire rod, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
especially
boy,
with this half magic.
yes.
Fire rod would be nice.
Yeah, it'd be really convenient to find it now because obviously we can't clear this yet without it. Can't even get into the place.
All right, looking like Fantallis. He got the big key, so he's gonna be doing a bomb jump over here. Man, I use Link's ears to line up my bomb jumps on this one, so I have no idea what.
Yeah, I find it challenging to use that with the different sprites because my little visual cues are just gone at that point. So
yeah, that's why that's why I use the Dark Link sprite. I was gonna say shoutouts to Felix for using Dark Link, but that is maybe that's like the Dark Link tunic sprite. It's like a new version of Dark Link or something.
Did you notice Felix picked up the hook shot over there?
Really? Ooh,
Felix
that's interesting.
Picked up the hook shot over there, south of the Grove. So he's got a way across. Well, he's got caught hook shot. So we got. We don't even need Swamp Palace, but I mean,
I was gonna say one thing that makes this very interesting is that Swamp Palace is now beatable. Not even just accessible, but you can beat the whole thing.
Sure can. And we got a plethora of items in there to get. Even though it's not exact. Oh, there's another nice little sword. Hey, we got Master Sword.
All right, so looking like Felix with the value. Checking the Hype Cave area. It really depends on the seeds. Sometimes that area is just garbage, but looking like that might have been the play, but the fire rod on Fantallis' side.
There it is, man. Man, Phineas and Fantallis are just nailing these items here in that Bombo hut there. So, man, he can go take care of what you call it. He can go take care of Skull Woods now.
Yeah,
if that is a crystal. And
yeah, I guess that might be the play. I mean, Thieves Town is also a crystal, and it's a beatable crystal. So I expect Fantallis would probably do Thieves Town first in case of a potential like sword upgrade or something, because he doesn't have that Master Sword that Felix has.
Yeah, that's definitely right on that one. So you see Fantallis making his way through Thieves Town right now here, and we can basically clear this dungeon out here. Got everything we need for this. Got our hammer and all that good stuff. Let's see what we get here.
Looking like Jaxus making his way into Dark World for the first time. He is also opting the Felix route of checking Hype Cave area, which will make his stay in Skull Woods a little bit easier. He'll have Master Sword instead of Fighter Sword like Fantallis might have to deal with.
Yep.
Wait.
Where's Fantallis going here?
I don't know. Did he forget a chest? Uh-oh.
He might have forgotten the upper. Did he get the upper left chest?
He might have forgotten that one. Or no, he's just taking a very interesting route to the top there. Okay.
Yeah, just checking on the surroundings, so.
He's just checking the scenery. It's a
manipulation here, okay?
Yeah, RNG manipulation.
You know? Really intrigued here.
Ooh, X-Rok with that perfect beetle strat. Wow.
No.
That was actually really good.
Impressed there. Let's see here. Got none of the hearts here. Felix gonna make his way through Skull Woods here.
Yeah, this room can be very annoying if you don't get the the like NMG strat right off the bat, and you don't have Boomerang. This is the room where I really want Boomerang for Skullwoods.
Yeah. So we got Fantallis. He's going to take care of Thieves Town. Meanwhile, we got Jackson. He's going to head into Swamp Palace here.
Oh, interesting.
Again, not a crystal dungeon, but again, we have complete access to. You can clear it. So we got.
He did get the hookshot then.
Well, actually, I don't believe he picked up the hookshot. Felix is the only person that get it. I'm not sure if he realizes that yet. Maybe he's hoping he'll find it. Unfortunately,
yeah, maybe. That's really unfortunate. If he had just checked a little bit more before entering Swamp.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully for him, maybe the first chest in Swamp is the progression, and hookshot is actually bait.
Yeah, he's not, and unfortunately, he's not too away from where it is.
Yeah, that's
didn't swing by there first. But then, nevertheless, we're going to see what's in here. Fortunately, 1 cent. That's not too valuable right now.
Looking like Bumper Cave was a bust. Just a few bombs.
Yeah, it's interesting that he would go in here first. I mean, I know there's a chance for items, but you know, he can't clear the dungeon, nor is it a crystal dungeon. So it's like, ooh, this
exactly.
That's
definitely an interesting decision.
But what do I know? I can't even beat this game in 3 hours. What am I talking about? But we never know what we might have in here.
And you never know. You know, mistakes are only mistakes if they don't pan out. Then they're just gambles if they work.
Yes.
So, you never know.
Wise gamble, kinda. Who knows? We might find some boots here. Who knows? But we're gonna find out what's gonna happen right now in Thieves Town. I wasn't keeping a check on what he already grabbed here.
Yeah, based on the lack of chat reaction, I'm assuming that there wasn't anything huge in Thieves Town.
Yeah, but this will be his second crystal he'll pick up here.
Yeah, not bad pace. 42 minutes, 2 crystals, not bad.
Yeah, bonus heart for his troubles. So it looks like he does have kind of the edge right now, I would say, over these other three players here.
Yeah, definitely. It's hard to say definitively like someone is in the lead or not so early on, you know. But definitely an advantage. That's a good way of putting it.
So hopefully, I don't know. You know, it'd be nice if Fantas things to go pick up that. If he can swing by down there south of the grove to pick up the hook shot, because you know, I have this bad feeling that something is lurking in this swamp palace.
Yeah, I could totally see
so many items.
Swamp.
You know, I mean, we might have the doggone. I call them the golden gloves. You know, it's just so many options. So it looks like we're gonna do a little catfish for Felix here. This is our first player at Catfish today.
Yeah, our first player on east side of Dark World, actually. Ooh, tempered sword.
Well,
wow. So
a little more power here.
Fantallis is going to be heading off and hitting up Mothula with the fighter sword, while Felix is going to be able to do Mothula with tempered. Wow.
Yeah, that's not bueno for Fantallis here.
To answer the question in chat, Titan Mitts cannot be on pedestal because Ice Palace requires Titan Mitts to enter. Same with Misery Mire.
Oh boy, Fantallis, man. I don't think did he still have his B here? Not sure if he still have his B in his possession here.
I don't know. That's actually a good question. Although with half magic and Fire Rod, it's not too terrible. Yeah, nice lighting both torches to conserve some magic. Good call.
Yeah, Felix heading over to Dark World himself here.
Yeah, now we get to see Jaxus. Will that left side pan out? We got the lagger ring. Well, that could save him a little bit of time in Skull Woods, maybe.
Yeah. So Fantallis here. Trying to take crystal number 3 here for him.
Yeah, wow, this is definitely really good, like, steady pace for Fantallis.
Yeah. Fire rod, fire rod, fire rod.
Takes 8 hits with the fire rod. Nice. That was a really clean fight.
No problem.
That was Mothula definitely cooperating, and the mushroom.
Little shroom action here. What do you do? Do you immediately, since he had to go ahead and check it out right now? Go ahead. Or do
I don't know. That's a good question. I think I might, yeah, because you've got the mirror and the flute.
You know?
But
it just takes him a little bit to get back, because if he's trying to go, I don't know, where does he go from here? Because, you know, he needs to go get that doggone hook shot, which he'll check that location, because we don't know what else is in there. Jackson's already left out of there.
Yeah.
Can't make any more progress. And yeah, Catfish has that sword here.
Yeah, I guess maybe he might do Graveyard Ledge into, or like Bumper Cave into Graveyard Ledge into Catfish, maybe, kind of like Felix did.
Yeah.
Or he could opt for like south of Thieves Town. He hasn't checked any of the Hype Cave area.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully he'll swing by and mirror over and pick up that hook shot there, because he may want to check out that. Check out that area that Felix is already taking advantage of here.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, honestly, the fact that he had Fighter Sword wasn't a huge deal. Mothula definitely did cooperate pretty well.
Yeah, only 2 of these players have Fire Rod right now. Definitely a nice advantage to have here.
Oh, I forgot they had actual powder.
Yeah, they got that powder from the maze over there. From the
the maze game.
The race game.
I completely forgot about that. I was sitting here thinking like, yeah, maybe you would turn in the mushroom because you can't fake powder without Cane of Samaria, but
oh yeah, and
just a few bombs.
So not worth the trip there, that's for sure. And we got X-Rok. He's gonna take care of this so he can get that small key as well.
Finally get that hammer, get that Dark World access pretty soon.
So it looks like fantallis is gonna make his way south here. He's gonna check the Digathon here, because he hasn't been in this area yet, so he's gonna head over to the Digathon.
Yeah, I'm expecting his route's gonna finish going around to Hype Cave, and then maybe he'll choose either Swamp or Pod from there.
Yeah, I have a feeling he probably head to Swamp. Definitely if he makes that stop and gets the hook shot, I think that would definitely be his next stop.
Yeah, although I mean,
full cleared.
It depends. I mean, there are a lot of players who are extremely resilient, including myself, to checking Pod or Swamp, especially Pendant Swamp. If you can avoid it, just do avoid it.
And that'd be the time that something you're looking for is sitting in there, one of those main locations. So there he is. So looks like fantallis is going to go pick up the hook shot. He is headed right now to that location. So he'll be in business.
Oh, that was actually
Oh, that was actually Cake though.
So it looks like, I think it was probably Stumpy.
Yeah.
Who gave it to him.
I'm so set on that cave. That's the cave I usually miss myself. I just walk right by it.
Yeah.
Too busy trying to get to Hype Cave. Forget all about it.
Yeah, it can be an easy spot to forget, especially with how many runs you don't have mirror there.
Yeah. So yeah, so X-Rok's gonna pick up his item here once he gets to this lovely tile room here. Felix gonna wrap up Thieves Town just a bit here.
Yeah, I personally don't mind tile room. If it's as long as it's required and it's not a gamble.
Yeah.
Because it just gives you a little water break. Just kind of, you know, sit up, stretch a little bit.
Definitely that. Come to think of it, how often, speaking of tower rooms, how often have you seen Ganon's tower, that tower room, have the big key?
It's not very often, but I did actually have a tile room see just the other day, but it was the first time I had had a tile room key in probably weeks, maybe even months. It does not show up often at all.
Needs to be very often. You know.
All right,
So-
yeah, looking like Fantallis is skipping out on Swamp. He is just saying, I don't want it. I don't want to
No.
deal with that.
And we're not going to know what's in there yet, besides the first few, which unfortunately Jax has left us. Unfortunately,
Yeah, and unfortunately, it does look like Jax is having some internet issues.
yeah.
Lost his stream a little bit.
So what will be in Swamp Palace will be a mystery for now. And let's see where we got Fantallis headed to here. So he's looping around trying to get to Dark World here.
Mm-hmm. He's about to pick up his Moon Pearl at some point sooner or later.
Yeah.
His Moon Pearl and his Ice Rod, if I remember right.
Yeah.
While Felix, I think he is making his way up to Skull. Just gonna finish that off as well.
Yeah.
Where is Fantallis going? Maybe he's going to Graveyard Ledge. I guess he... Oh, he didn't have mitts. Okay, that's that makes sense. I was gonna be like, where is he going? He should have just gone back through Kakariko, but makes a lot more sense now.
Definitely. So he sees a little peek there. Bumper Cave just giving those little bombs. He's tired of getting bombs these days. Yes, we have some shoe action here.
Yeah, so it is interesting watching these daily races, just how often it ends up being like everybody's already done everything everybody else has done. So it's just a matter of where is that next step, you know?
Speaking of steps, I find it kind of challenging when you don't have the boots for this little section. You have to actually gotta know how to get around these bushes and whatnot.
Yeah, definitely. It takes it. I for the longest time, I didn't even realize that was something you could do. I just thought that you were, you know, you had to have boots or gloves, but
Yeah.
I mean, but it ends up, yeah, you can just walk right through it. It's just a little bit annoying.
So unfortunately, this disappointment there in that graveyard cave. So that is not going to be where he wants to go.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see whether Fantallis decides to go over to Catfish now. Based on his portal, I think he might, which means he will be getting his Tempered Sword if he decides to do it. Which is never a bad thing. Tempered Sword, definitely the best sword upgrade in the game, in my opinion.
So he makes his way over there. Do you think someone should... Well, looks like he's going to... You think he's gonna? Well, he's gonna have to go check out there first. You know, I'm always curious about checking. Well, he hasn't done mushroom yet either.
Yeah, I was gonna say actually, this play makes a lot more sense now for him because he has the mushroom, which means he's going to be able to just turn it in right now while he's on his way to check Catfish.
Yeah, hopefully this pays off. He's the only person that has it right now. But these four. Well, maybe Jax has it.
Felix is about to get it, but
yeah,
let's find out.
Happiness or disappointment?
A big 20. The biggest of 20s.
Biggest of 20s. Well,
he'll be happier with his Catfish item, that's for sure.
Definitely that. He's going to get that sword upgrade and then figure out his next destination.
Which I guess has to be either Skullwoods or Palace of Darkness. I would probably put my money on Skullwoods in this situation, even though it's a pendant. That hook shot just sitting out there by Stumpy would really point me in that direction, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we can't. The thing is, we still don't have that. We still don't have that bow for Palace of Darkness, but we do have tons of. We got a number of chests we can check a little earlier, but I don't know, man. That we have that swamp house just sitting
what was
there.
That you were just saying about Bo?
You know,
looking like
what I tell you, I always check that if I'm anywhere remotely close to it.
Yeah, that's definitely. I think that might be what Fantallis is doing. He might be going to Swamp but
It was
he
worth the
could,
walk.
man. Now that's a big one, because Pyramid is one of those locations where you either check it pretty early or you leave it to the end of the game. Like,
Yes, and we literally can take care of both Eastern and Palace of Darkness now with that bow. So
yeah, and both of them are crystals. Wow,
they sure are. That
is a massive find.
behold the power of the pyramid checks, y'all. Take
Now
that time.
If Swamp doesn't have anything in the back, that is just the supreme bait of all bait.
Yes. Yep. So Fantallis is gonna. Oh, Fantallis looks like he's gonna go to Swamp here. I guess we're gonna get a little preview of what's in here, because he can get everything in here. Hopefully, it's something that will be of benefit for at least later, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we can pick up a couple medallions here, because we still don't know what we need for Turtle Rock. We know Swamp is a pendant dungeon, but we know not yet what lurks on Turtle Rock. Yep, X-Rok has the bow. Bow on pyramid. On pyramid edge.
Man, if it does happen that there isn't any progression in Swamp at all, I'm really happy that I'm not playing this seed, because I would have been debated so hard.
The disappointment right now is real. Also, I hope you can find something. God, man.
Yeah, I mean, well, the thing is, Jaxus did not have hookshot when he came in here the first time, so it is entirely possible that there is something in here, it just wasn't left side.
Yeah, this can be quite the time cost here.
Yeah, and chat pointing out, X-Rok can make up quite a bit of time now, depending on whether everybody else decides to just skip out on Pyramid for the rest of the run.
Oh yeah, man, because
that could be really huge for him.
Dude, that's 2 dungeons back to back he can clear out.
Mm-hmm. Although looking like he's opting to do some overworld clear, not a bad idea.
Yeah,
there's quite a lot of item density in Dark World when you first get access.
No, we don't have the book yet, so we don't know what lurks on that pedestal.
Ooh, is Felix about to make the pod dip? Is he going to Pyramid first? I think he might just be going right into pod, deep dive.
Make the walk, man. Make the walk. He won't regret it.
He is. Oh, man. Okay, that's big for Felix.
Smart
so he
man.
is going to get his bow before going into pod.
Oh, you are a genius, Felix.
All right, we're coming up on...
Let's hope. Hope we don't forget about it and just detour over to... No, he's headed over there. He is going to be thrilled at his discovery here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. I have to imagine in his head, he was like, should I check Pyramid? It's like a minute for one item, but whatever, I'll go do it anyway.
Yes.
That's how I would be in this situation, but...
Dude, hashtag always check the pyramid.
Yeah. And looking like Fantallis about to check those last few chests in Swamp, and there's the big key and the map. Not great.
Yeah.
And based on the fact that he's not going back for the big chest right now, I have to imagine he's probably going to be going for left side, which we know has nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And that's 10 arrows. Man, is Swamp really just supreme bait? That's incredible if that's the case.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be nothing too helpful here.
Mm-hmm. I'm just going to refresh my stream real quick.
I do.
Okay, there we go.
All right, so the question is, I'm not sure if he picked up what he picked up, but I guess we're either going to have something here on this boss or...
potentially in the big chest, because those are the only things we haven't seen.
Yeah, we didn't see it from Jaxus there.
Mm-hmm.
So here we go. Felix making his way over to Palace of Darkness, and we're going to find out what we have on this lovely boss here.
So something interesting to note, in version 28, if Fantallis decided, he could have switched over to Mirror during that boss fight. Man, Swamp looking like bait. So if he wanted to, what he could have done is switch to Mirror, and then after he killed Argus and gotten the item, he could have mirrored out. That is a new addition to version 28, is you can mirror out after getting the item and before getting the pendant or crystal, which makes pendant dips a little bit less costly because that animation is in itself is actually like 30 seconds or something really long.
That's interesting.
But in situations like this where pedestal is still unknown, and in his case, Fantallis doesn't know, maybe Bo could be there. You know, you don't necessarily want to skip out on a pendant just to have to beat the boss all over again.
Yeah. Well, he's gonna backtrack now and see if this is total bait.
And I heard that was a big 20. Man,
disappointment.
I would have been destroyed this seed. I'm so happy I'm not racing.
Just delete that whole dungeon. It is just nothing of anybody just concerned there. Wow. Welcome EmoSaru to the stream. He is going to be our fourth runner now here. You all can.
It looks like Mel is getting baited too, man.
Yeah. Felix not making too much progress in Palace of Darkness. Well, I mean, it is a crystal. By the way, for those who didn't catch it already, all of our pendant dungeons are Mire, Swamp, and Ice Palace. Those are our pendant dungeons. So X-Rok can definitely pull up here because, you know,
because he can avoid the entire swamp dip potentially.
Yeah.
Looks like Felix making his way through pod, putting that bow to use.
Yes. Yep. Again, this is a crystal here, so we're gonna find out what's in these. He hasn't found too much here, but
so there's the red ring for Mel, EmoSaru. And
yeah,
the heart piece. So
yeah, I don't know. I guess they want to take a dip into swamp to see if they can find something. They did have the hook shot to see, but unfortunately, all those locations were just.
It's the disadvantage of the way we kind of view the logic these days. That being, you know, we view it as breadcrumb trails, right? You get this item, which leads to that item, which leads to that item, but it just so happens that really can bite you in the butt sometimes.
Yeah, I think Swamp has. Where's my little thing? I think Swamp literally has the most items in a dungeon that you can find.
It does. It has 6 items in it, which can be huge. Like that's why Swamp can be so tempting even as a pendant, but it's also such a long check if you've got left side.
Yeah.
Hey chat, I didn't say I don't know what you're talking about. I was talking about the posterior region.
Yes.
That is all I said.
Yes, you can bet you right in your apple.
Right in the apple, exactly.
Right in the apple. Let's call them apple bottoms. I don't know, something. I don't know. I watch too much UPN. Anyway, so let's see if he can find it. We got keys here again. This dungeon is just key everywhere. Money down there.
Is it 5 keys or 6 keys in Palace of Darkness? It has, I think, the most keys of any dungeon besides maybe Ganon's Tower. It's quite a lot. I don't know.
Too many doors in this dungeon. Why?
Yeah. Oh, looks like Felix was marking off his tracker, maybe pushing out the doorway. So here we go. Looks like Fantallis probably a little frustrated right now. Like, I wasted all my time in that doggone swamp. Yeah, definitely. I know the feeling well, and I can definitely empathize with Fantallis right now. But also, it looks like... Oh, well, never mind. There are the mitts.
Well.
So, what do mitts even get us right now? That gives us Ice Palace access. It gives us potentially Mire access, neither of which you want. Dark World East Death Mountain. Oh, it gives you Desert Palace as well, though. Because you can use the flute and mirror to get over to desert.
Yeah, we can take that upper entrance there. Who needs
Yeah,
a dumb book anyway, unless we got something at the ether tablet, but, you know.
Yeah,
So-
and that also potentially opens up Fat Fairy.
Yeah, I'm not sure where 5 and 6 were. I didn't have a chance to catch a glimpse of it.
I think it was Desert Palace and Tower of Hera.
Okay. Yeah, well, let's find out here. Looks like X-Rok's gonna clear out. Thieves Town here, and Felix gonna almost get number 4 here. Not too far away. So Emo gonna understand the feeling of disappointment here.
Yeah, definitely.
I
wonder, did she go back for the big chest? I didn't catch it.
Yeah, I'm not sure myself. Not sure myself here. So our main thing what's really preventing us from Turtle Rock right now? We need
Cane of Samaria, really. Like you might need Ether, or you might need Bombos or Quake, but you've got like a 33% chance of being able to open it. You just need that cane.
Yeah, it'd been nice if King was in Swamp Palace here with all those options, but
yeah, definitely. But you're really, with the way this seed has panned out, I cannot blame a single person who went into Swamp. I think it made a lot of sense trying to follow the logic, and sometimes it just bites you, and there's nothing you can really do to prevent that.
Yeah. Hey, who knows? Felix might pick up the doggone cane right now here. Not sure if what was going on with the item drop was you never know here. It would be nice. Avoid that swamp disappointment here. No money there for Fantallis here. Alrighty.
All right, let's see what Helma's got today. A heart container. Well, there are less useful items in the game.
Yep.
Heart container is like one of those mid-tier items, kind of like a 300 rupee drop, where it's just like you get it and you're like, you know what? I'll take that. I'm not mad.
Yeah. That's you have a choice. You can't deny it.
Sometimes
I guess you can. You said you can just warp out, right?
Yeah, you could. Well, you could warp out, but you could also. I guess in this situation, no, you can't. But like, if you just see it sitting there, if it's like Graveyard Ledge and it's a heart container, or if it's a standing item that's right in front of my face, I'll be like, you know what? I'll take it. I'll take it.
So nice. So
give that thing a home.
Oh yeah. So Felix gonna be the first person that's like gonna clear out Eastern Palace. It's gonna immediately mirror back and finish this one off. Hopefully we can.
Oh man.
Uh-oh.
I had completely forgotten. Chat calling for some straight masochism, or some straight sadism. Sorry, they're wanting Lumberjack to lead to, or they're wanting the shovel to lead to Kane. That would be really, really mean.
Why are y'all so mean for? I like it. I really do. Anything to make it extend longer. I'm all for it, yo.
Yeah, that is the speed gaming chat in a nutshell. They want the worst thing possible for every runner.
I'm sure someone has a document. What is the single longest possible fetch quest to maximize the number of visits locations you have to go to get some essential item?
I want to say is it theoretically possible to quad dip Ganon's tower? I want to say that's like, I know at minimum like a double or triple dip could be possible. But I think maybe even a quad dip.
Well, that sounds so good.
Because I know I've double dipped GT once, and it was like one of the first weekly races of version 26.
Oh boy, my bad, Skittles. I'm sorry, yo. I didn't realize you all suffered that much. Get good. So I don't know, man. Wow, we haven't had a single look inside of desert yet. So
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see Felix go right from here over to maybe Mire area to check that out, get those 2 quick items.
Yeah, it's amazing how these pendant dungeons, well, the exception of obviously Swamp, sometimes pendant dungeons might be something you really need to progress in. We haven't seen ice yet. We do have access to ice, and
yeah, although I would definitely say like Dark World East Death Mountain, unless I could see one of the players who went into Swamp, either EmoSaru or Fantallis. I could see either of them feeling like really behind, feeling like they need to make a play because I did not even.
Ooh. You just couldn't walk farther to the right, could you? I'm sitting here.
I have to wonder if he was able to see it.
So I'm sitting here like moving my neck, trying to figure out what is on that.
I didn't even see it when it went back up on the regular stream. I can't even tell.
His doggone speed faster. He's got to save frames. Couldn't take 2 frames farther to the right.
There we
Thank
go.
you.
Ether.
Oh,
okay. Ooh, Ether.
Well, he can get in there, but
interesting.
Not needed.
Shot is leading there instead of Swamp.
Could.
Leading to Boots, leading to something on the torch in the thing, maybe.
Yeah. Fortunately, checkerboard cave, not just a little money.
Mm-hmm. Looked like EmoSaru taking the bomb jump, hammer jump. Nice little NMG strat.
So we're gonna have our first visit inside of desert now. He's gonna pick up that red tunic we saw much earlier.
Yeah, red tunic is incredible. It makes the end game like actually feel somewhat balanced.
Yeah, balanced.
Actually, you know what? No, there are a lot of spikes in the end game. Never mind. The end game is bad.
So you're saying the end game is pretty challenging if you're just rocking the basic green tunic here?
Oh, green tunic, yes, absolutely. I mean, a single hug from Ganon takes what, 8 hearts or something like that? Something incredible.
Well, let's hope there's not something in here because that doggone big key is boots locked on that doggone torch here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll see.
Again, here we go with that dumb mess.
Oh,
you can go back outside and go in the proper entrance now, aren't you glad?
I love it when Book is inside desert. It's one of my favorites.
So we're gonna have to potentially find. We're gonna have to find. Well, yeah, we gotta find boots now. Boots are gonna be required since we have to clear that dungeon. So I'm
gonna stand by my prediction. I'm gonna say boots are inside Misery Mire, and that
boots
is why we had
Misery Mire.
Because we got that hook shot. Swamp was bait. It gave us nothing. That hook shot is just burning a hole in our inventory right now.
I'm gonna be a little harsher here. I'm gonna call boots inside of Ice Palace.
Ooh, Ice Palace.
Yeah. I'm gonna make you work a little bit because the chat likes people to work excessively hard for no reason. So
yeah, true.
Until they call Ice Palace here.
Although I don't know, Misery Mire and Ice Palace, both of them are not the best. They're not. Yeah. Neither of those are places you want to go into if you don't have to.
Yeah, def. So here we go. Felix gonna make his way over to these. What are these bunny chest things? Why are they called bunny chest?
They're called the Super Bunny Chest. So knowledge bomb. There's a glitch you can do called the Super Bunny glitch, which allows you to like open chests, use Link Sword, stuff like that while in bunny form. And this cave, you can do the Super Bunny glitch to get those 2 chests without the Moon Pearl. And as a result, it is called the Super Bunny Cave.
You see how I asked the question to spark commentary? See, that's how you do it right there. See? Anyway. So took a little glimpse there. Dang it, I missed that one too.
I did, but it's coming up. I think I'll be able to see this. Let's see.
Yeah.
Looking like it was Ether, I think. I'm pretty sure that was Ether.
And there it is. Felix gets the red cane inside the hookshot area.
Ooh. So I would not be surprised at all to see him go and beat Turtle Rock right now.
It is conveniently close by too. On top of that, so we're in business.
I like seeing red cane there.
Yes. So he's gonna head right over there. I'm not sure what medallion that was. I guess.
Yeah, it has to be Ether because man,
Ether everywhere.
That's always really nice because the medallions are kind of like the ice rod or the bow. They can be sort of anywhere. They're really annoying to actually find.
Yeah. So this will, if you can get through this here, this will be on number 6 for that matter.
Wow, wow, we're that close to go mode right now.
Yeah, we are.
I did not even realize we're only a boots away from go mode.
And knowing this, hey, maybe this will be one of those shorter thieves here. You might, if we find these boots inside of Turtle Rock.
Yeah,
we're in business.
I mean, it's no version 27, but version 27 had Turtle Rock weighted super hard. It would not be very uncommon to see Turtle Rock having a lot of value. So let's see whether version 28 will kind of hold the same.
Yeah,
same thing.
Actually, we can find boots right here. Well, interesting. There's the big key.
Yeah, one thing I'm personally never a fan of is seeing like God Turtle Rock or God Mire when I'm not in go mode. Like for those of you not aware, God Turtle Rock is when the first 4 items here, including the Chain Chomp key, have 3 small keys and a big key. In that case, you can go get the Pokey key before the big key chest, vanilla big key, and you can just peace on out. You don't need to check big chest. You don't need to check laser bridge.
Yep.
But yeah, it's never fun to have a God TR without having go mode.
Yeah. So right now, yeah, for those who missed it, the boots are needed, and the big key is in a pedestal in the desert dungeon, desert palace, on that doggone torch. So we do have to find boots, with that being a crystal dungeon here. Question is, where are they lurking? And how nice would it be, I guess, to find, we have a bow, but what kind of fight are we talking about with Ganon here when we don't have silvers here? We do have the bacon sword here.
Yeah, I mean, tempered sword silverless, like silver has saved some time for sure, but definitely having tempered sword and silverless is not one of those fights where you go like, oh god, this is terrible. It's...
I would. I'm like, oh god, what do I do? I've actually never experienced a Ganon fight personally without silver arrows, so I'm completely knowledgeless. I've watched it. I mean, I've watched someone do a tempered sword fight. I know it takes like, I'm sorry, not tempered, but the fighter sword, which is like ridiculous number of spins and.
Yeah, the master sword silverless is like something around 50 spins or something like that total. It's crazy.
Just horrific, yeah. So Emo's gonna make the way in there. So they're gonna take those two. Probably gonna be a little disappointed after we see.
It'll be interesting to see whether any of our runners decide to make the dip into Mire right now. Because, like I said, that hook shot has not been doing anything for us.
I don't think anyone's been in there from these 4 yet. We'll just check these 2 chests to the side, and that's about it.
Yeah, no, nobody has gone into Mire yet. So, and my stream froze up right as Felix was about to open that chest. So
we'll never know. Well, actually, we know. It's just nothing of too much importance there. All right, we are back at it. Don't worry, just trying to add some more suspense to our viewing streams here.
Wow. Oh, that last Pokey got away on Felix's side, but
yeah. Well, Felix is getting close to that dreaded bridge here, and hopefully we can find something pretty nice here. We definitely need to find us some boots here.
Mm-hmm.
If we can get those boots, we are in business.
I think I'm gonna call boots in the spike chest in Meyer.
See, this has been going because this has been going kind of quickly. I'm like, no, we gotta find something that's gonna really buy these people and make them work for a little bit because, Felix knows this is gonna be number 6. Maybe Mimic Cave can drop it here. We're gonna see what happens here. He's gonna have to kind of get him over there to him, beat him to death with the hammer. And let's find out.
And just a heart piece.
Time wasted. Ugh, the feels.
Ooh, and it looks like Fantallis decided to open up Turtle Rock without having Cane of Samaria, which is going to work out really well for him. It's going to help him to avoid an extra mirror usage, which will be very nice.
Just another piece of heart in the big chest there. Really, Felix is like, I know he's thinking, where is that? It's boots now.
Yeah. I think the ultimate troll would definitely be boots in dig spot. Because no one's gonna do Aghanim.
Yeah,
until it's their last possible. So if that were the case, we'd be looking at full clears from absolutely everyone.
Well, we got both of our kings here now.
Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting there. Yeah, Felix didn't go into swamp. He didn't have the swamp issues. I don't think he did.
No, he didn't. He did not even touch swamp. So I mean, actually, on that point, he's got to be thinking in his head like, man, maybe boots are in swamp. Maybe boots have been in swamp this entire time. Maybe I should have gone to swamp a long time ago.
Yeah, all those items there, like you said earlier, it's a logical choice. There being so many items in it to get, but
yeah, although. I just realized that mirror shield could be pointing towards boots in here.
It sure could. Uh-oh. Takes a little spill there.
Man, there's one item left.
But it's not boots. And down we go one more time, just
for good measure. Oh, what? Oh, I guess he counted his items, I guess. That must be...
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, map and compass.
Map and compass. So, yeah.
Look at this player here. So, nevertheless, he's still going to get his crystal here, which he does need. So. Glad he was kind of... I sure missed it.
Yeah, I didn't... when he started leaving, I was like, don't you do this to me, Felix. Yeah. Don't you leave that chest.
Well...
But, no, that makes much more sense now.
Now it makes sense now. Now, where does he go? Felix is probably naturally going to think, oh boy, that swamp, boy. I hope he doesn't go there, but there's a very lot of
it would be interesting because in this situation, I mean,
it's the only thing he'll have left that he needs to find.
Yeah. So, I mean, at this point, his choice, like, I don't envy Felix in this situation because his choice right now is, do I go into Pendant Swamp, Pendant Ice Palace, or Pendant Mire? Like, those are his 3 options, and they're all terrible.
Yeah.
Like, whereas at least
along with having to go kill Aghanim to get that doggone lumberjack, that's...
Yeah, which, I mean, I definitely think that's going to be the last check. That's
the last check. All that time for just one thing,
Yeah, one thing that could be useless, like...
Yes.
That would be ballsy. That would be...
Yeah.
That would be something. That would be something.
That's when you put a validation error at this. Hey, you did all that for one error. You feel?
Yeah. Oh, actually, yeah. No, chat pointing out that I made a mistake. It can't be. You need boots to check lumberjack. Oops.
Look, maybe they reprogrammed the logic, okay? Look now. If they can just add a random chest in the game somewhere, surely you can just change it up a little bit. Maybe if you get bonked by an enemy into a tree, that's enough velocity. Tree body,
Oh, God. That's one thing I don't want to see. I don't want to see someone find a way to do lumberjack bootless, because then it would mean
rip.
That would be terrible, because then they program it in the logic, just like bootless, fluteless, mirrorless purple chest.
Dude.
Ugh.
Let's see if this ether tab is going to drop something that we want here. Like maybe a pair of boots. It's red.
It's red, not quite what we're looking
boots.
for.
And the search continues here. Search does continue. So X-Rok gonna make his way, gonna work on getting that fourth crystal here. Gonna go check out Spike Cave over there on Felix here, using that convenient blue cane that was just obtained.
And it's available in the logic a million times over. You need half magic or bottles plus cape or just Caterburna. So.
And one interesting thing to note is that I'm sure the chat knows that we don't know what is on the pedestal.
Yeah, that is true.
I guess we checked. We just got the book not too long ago over there in desert. So could it be sitting there and we still have to take care of those? The pain. That would honestly balance out all this good stuff, this fast pace it seems like Felix is on. And now all of a sudden we have to do all these doggone crystal dungeons, or should I say pendant dungeons?
Yeah, it's looking like Felix is kind of thinking the same thing right now, because he is on his way to do a pedestal check.
He is, and this might just make everyone, well, when they find out anyway, they might be really disappointed if they have to clear all these dungeons. Literally every dungeon we'd have to clear.
But the interesting thing is that even if, well, I guess I'll shut up. My point could be moot.
Oh! There it is. You thought this was gonna be quick? Oh heck no! Y'all better go get another bag of Orville Redenbach up in this piece, man, because we got a lot of work to do here.
Oh man! So.
Oh baby!
Oh man! It's ironic. It's ironic that it says it's gotta go fast, because man, that's the slowest possible thing that could have been on that pedestal.
Felix is like, yo, why did I enter this dumb race tonight, man?
Seriously.
Dude, this is the race you should have skipped.
Well, here's the interesting thing, is that even though Felix is on paper kind of behind-ish, because he hasn't cleared Swamp, he does get to go mode it, because he knows that the only thing he needs from there is that pendant. So he's gonna save some time on EmoSaru and fantallis.
And I can say it's interesting to note, because right now Emo already has 2 of the pendants, so does fantallis. So now because of that, like, yo, they're already in the game here.
Do they have 2? I think they only have 1. I think they both have Swamp.
Oh wait, I'm blind. That's why I wear glasses. Don't pay me no mind. But either way, they got some work to do down there. They gotta take care of Mire. They gotta take care of Mire, Swamp, as well as Ice Palace now.
Yeah, although because they do have Swamp already cleared out from earlier, they'll only have Ice Palace and Mire, but still, that's gonna be and we don't know yet whether they're gonna do a ped check, because that's the other thing, is we now know that pedestal is boots, but they have no idea.
They have no clue, man. They may be banking on. Oh boy.
Yeah, they could go into Mire or Ice Palace looking for boots, and then just full clearing both of them before just blind pulling ped or something.
Yeah. So we needed boots. In case you missed it, the big key in desert is on the torch, so we cannot clear that. That is a crystal dungeon. So. Of course, with this being, what we just saw, we got to do everything anyway. So they definitely got to find those boots to get that crystal. Oh man, I'm loving this already, man.
This
so
is one
much
heck of a
work,
seed, man.
So much work for no reason, just to get one simple item.
And of course, it's my favorite item in the game. Boots are 100% my favorite item of the game. I'm always sad to see it locked behind. Like the very end of the game.
Could it be any longer to have to do extra stuff when you have you know, boots on the master sword. I mean, you have to do 3 additional dungeons or clear them at least get through the bosses. I mean, it seems like it's so much work.
Oh yeah, especially, I mean, given the fact that 2 of those dungeons are Ice Palace and Swamp Palace, which are 2 dungeons that are sped up quite a bit by boots themselves. And looks like X-Rok gonna have a great Armos fight right here.
Yeah, who needs arrows anyway, man?
Oh man.
Oh, buddy. So let's say Felix is just about at our boss here. Again, having to do this now because we got to get those pendants now so we can go fast.
But I mean, thankfully, Ice Palace is pretty fast in go mode. It's not a dungeon you want to check like full clear because it takes a while, but it's not too bad if you're in go mode.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Fantallis.
Right, there we go.
So looks like Feast is gonna go pick up that key. We don't care about that. Right now anyway, you never know. Well, actually, we're pretty much set, you know. We just gotta get these pendants, get those boots,
pretty much.
clear out desert, and we ready to go.
Yeah, like, I mean, effectively, you can say Felix is in go mode at this point because he knows where his items are.
He
He's
has
just gotta
everything.
he's just got to do the steps and do the thing.
Yep, do the thing here. Be nice if we can pick up a couple of silvers here in this route just to speed up that fight. But aside from that, he's, like I said, man, he's got everything he needs.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like Fantallis is deciding to make the dip in Mire without checking pedestal, so he does not know that boots are on ped yet.
Sure
which
does not.
It's interesting because Mire is one of those areas that, depending on the big key location, a full clear and a go mode could be exactly the same time. But at the same time, it could be a difference of multiple minutes. So it'll be really interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, it's so funny because he doesn't know that he has to do this anyway. But he will be helping himself out while he's here.
I'll be interested to see how many of our runners just do blind pedestal pulls, not knowing that boots are going to be there.
If they do, they'll be pleasantly happy about it.
Oh man, I like that. Felix is in no mode. Because he knows where his last item is. He just has to do it. So that's no mode. That's good. I like that.
No mode. Have mercy.
I like that as much as faux mode. I don't know if you've heard faux mode before. It's when you have mode? It's when you have everything you need except something like boots, and you don't know whether Ganon's tower big key is on the torch. That's faux mode because you can get to GT, you just don't know if you can beat it yet.
Ah, boy. You clever people.
Oh, and there it is. Big key in the spike chest, which means now Felix is going to be pulling way ahead of Fantallis in this dungeon.
Definitely.
Just because of that knowledge.
And of course, let's not forget he picked up the tilde. I like tilde. You know, I don't know these names. I will say I cannot remember the difference between ether and
Quake and Bombos
and Litecoin, all that mess. I don't know what the Bombo. It's a whirlwind, a lightning bolt, and a tilde. That's what I see. I'm sorry.
Whirlwind, lightning bolt, and tilde. I was wondering when you said he picked up tilde. I was like, what are you talking about? I was so confused.
Look. When I look at that little wiggly line, I see first of all either a tilde or a piece of bacon. I don't see what is it? What is it again?
It's a quake. It's an earthquake.
When the last time you seen a quake look like that? Was it a seismograph or something? I don't know.
So which one? How about we do Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Dogecoin? Which one is which? Which one's which?
I call them all coins. I'm like, just got another symbol on it. I don't know. Oh my goodness, these coins. Either way, we don't need any more of those anyway. We
got ether, and that is the master key. Unlocks everything.
You know. And it's like Emo is.
Has she done Skullwoods? Oh, she hasn't done. I think she might be checking.
Ooh, I thought Emo was gonna go check the pedestal. Ooh.
She might not have checked Bumper Cave yet. That could be interesting.
So close.
Yeah, so close yet so far.
Close.
It's
Man.
unfortunate. If they had had the book when they first did Skull Woods, it would have been such a no-brainer to check it there. But
Yeah.
now it's like an extra minute just to check whether maybe, possibly, you need something.
Mm-hmm.
Looking like Felix using that half magic and cape to take down Vitreous. Getting some spins in there, getting some extra damage on Vitreous, requiring a couple less arrows. And that is a pretty quick fight right there.
Yep. Well,
Did...
Oh, boy.
Oh, Fantallis, he pieced out. He found both items and he left. Oh, man. Looks like he's going to do probably the same thing that EmoSaru is doing.
Fantallis doesn't know, has no idea. Check that pedestal, so has no idea that what he just did was not a time conscious move here.
Yeah. I can understand when you're one item off go mode, it can be almost anywhere. You know, you're thinking, yeah, pedestal is possible, but like green pendant also is possible, but like,
Oh yeah, Fantallis bounces, Emo just walking in the right area, in the right sit, just tried to bounce.
Yeah, so looks like at this point, Felix is just kind of lengthening his lead just with that one little sliver of knowledge, just knowing where boots are. I'm
saying, so what have we learned? Check the pedestal, check the pyramid. Behold the power of the peas. I'm telling you right there, man. That's definitely paid off with that bow and those boots.
Yeah, definitely. Pedestal is one of those things where it's really tough. If you're not over there, it's like a minute check just to be like, well, I don't know. It's probably just a rupee hoard or a couch cache. Like,
yeah, because you have so many of these like single items that aren't really that close to each other, and you know, just that 30-45 seconds you take can just, you know, take away, you know, God, numerous minutes, 10-20 minutes of just walking around, you know, wasting your time, unfortunately, in Swamp Palace for nothing in return.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough, you know, because it's the thing about pedestal, especially. I mean, the percentage chance of it being on pedestal is very, very low of any required progression. I don't remember off the top of my head what it was. I want to say single-digit percent. It's extremely low.
Yeah.
And it looks like we got the superior boomerang from the purple chest.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting here. So, I mean, Felix is literally just about... Boy, we're going to take care of this last one here.
He just needs to rush Argus. And the thing is, like, he might check a couple chests for silvers, but since he's basically in go mode, he just gets to clear things real fast.
Yeah, definitely.
And it looks like EmoSaru is going to do that ped check finally. Yeah. So she is going to discover that maybe that overworld wasn't so worthwhile, but
the pedestal chest is 5 point. How do you know this stuff? I need to know. I'm literally been looking at the code off and on of the logic, and I'm as a programmer, I'm extremely intrigued by that stuff.
I want to say there's like an Excel sheet or a Google Doc or something that has like a sample of 100,000 version 28 seeds and like the item locations of every single one, and so it shows the percentage requirement of, like, you know, 5.71% of the time pedestal has a required progression item.
Oh, I like that sample. Well, that's nice to know there.
Yeah, it's done for every single version, which is really, really nice for those of us who want to try and get a competitive edge, you know?
Oh, yeah, I like that. I like that. Well, Emo realizes where the boots are.
And she's wasting no time, just heading right up to Ice Palace now.
And coming rage slashes.
Looking like, yeah, fantallis making his
Yeah.
way back to Meyer.
And it's like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I left.
Well, at the very least, both of them are going to get to go mode Ice Palace, which is big. Being able to go mode Ice Palace is no small time save. That's multiple minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And
So
Felix
they-
already does have the big key, so he just gets to leave right now.
Yeah.
Or he just gets to go right to Viddy.
So fantastic. Emo basically know what they need to do. They just gotta do it. And of course Felix has that edge.
Although
ooh.
one thing to note is that EmoSaru has Master Sword. So I'm assuming she did not actually check Catfish earlier.
Yeah.
Most likely. So
Yeah,
I could
kind of out the way there. Ooh, yeah.
I could definitely see this coming to being like a Master Sword Silvers fight or Master Sword Silverless fight potentially.
Well, I'll tell you what, we still where could we find those silvers? I don't know. At this point, ooh boy. What was in the shovel spot? Interesting. I'm kind of curious about that one. You know?
Silvers could be shovel. That would pretty much guarantee that no one is getting silvers.
Yeah, no one will have that one. I'm dead. So Felix is gonna. Ooh boy.
That's always a bad feeling.
Yeah.
When you get the Ice Palace bomb jump and then proceed to fall off the ledge. I know that feeling. It's not.
I literally just learned that like last week, and
it's probably the single like most important bomb jump in the game. It pretty much invalidates all logic for Ice Palace.
So Felix is gonna pick up his acceleration and his velocity here and immediately bonk.
Get his first bonk.
Yeah, didn't want to have can't have those single digit bonk counts, right?
That's just incredible. You get boots from pedestal and the first thing you do is bonk twice. I love it. I love it.
Oh lordy. So anyway, so in case you all missed it, we had to get boost again. As you'll see, the big key was on the torch, so they were boost locked. But that's not gonna be any problem for Felix.
Yeah, he's making his way up. He is pretty much he's just got this and then he goes up to GT, so
yeah.
depending on the GT layout, this could definitely be a comfy sub 2.
Definitely.
But we'll see. Let's see.
Man, that fight. Everybody's on boss fights here except for Felix.
Yeah, actually.
That's how that worked out.
Yeah, EmoSaru, this is one of those fights where not having tempered really isn't great, and especially, she's gonna have to deal with Master Sword Vitreous. Master Sword Silverless Vitreous, that is not a fun fight to have to do.
Yeah, I found that out myself. No thank you. Yeah, silvers could be in Ganon Tower, so we can definitely possibly find them, you know. Let me see. Odds are, I guess if Felix picks them, probably I'll pick them up most likely if we take the same route. Which is, I guess, is pretty common. What is it? So you go to right side and pick up the first two?
Yeah, first two and right side, mirror out, and then it kind of depends on the person. Some people will go right side and check those 4 chests if you get a small key. And then others, recently I was doing that route for a while, but man, it just fell out of favor. I don't like it anymore. So I just get those first 2 chests and then I piece right out, go left side.
I guess I'm a noob. I'm the guy that sits there and waits in the tall room. Honestly, the first time I waited, that is exactly where the big key was. I was like, you know what?
Yeah, I mean, I remember when I was first getting into Rando, I think my first 3 or 4 seeds in a row had tile room big keys or something. And so it was just like, how, Oh no, X-Rok unfortunately missing the
Yeah.
mirror glitch there.
Well, Felix has everything. We have all of our crystals obtained, and is this where y'all play that video game thing? You know, guessing number 50. Blah blah. It's not 50.
Yeah, so there are 22 chests that where the Ganon's Tower big key can be. Submit your guesses. What's your thought, Big John? Where are you thinking?
Well,
the big
obviously, it's in case 06. It's just gonna be there. Did I say case? I think
Yes,
I'm watching
you
too
did.
much
I was
show
very
video. Look. Okay. You know I'm a game show club here, okay? Dang it. Dang it, Zelda, open your case. All right, I'm going with 06.
All right. Well, I'm man, that's usually my guess. So, you know what? Let's double down on that. We're both guessing case number 6.
There you go. All right, only thing we need is a nice little germaphobe to say, open the case. Looks like Felix is gonna make his way over here. Oh, this is gonna be. Well, we're gonna have sub 2 hours here.
Yeah, quite possibly. Although I don't know if it ends up being a tile room as a last possible check. I don't know.
Link is Zelda, and Zelda is Link. It's like math. If A equals B and B equals A, there you go. Drop that knowledge on you right quick. No, Duke. No, we're not doing that. Kind of mess.
All right, so the game ends the moment the first chest, or is it upon entering GT? I think. So
Here we go.
So here we go. Your guesses are officially done now.
All right, Felix, don't let me down now. Go ahead and get these 2 out of the way.
And it should be noted that TGH just finished in first place with an official SRL time of 1:47.51. Very, very good time on his side, especially for
boots. Oh boy.
Meanwhile, EmoSaru dealing with Master Sword Vitreous, taking that half magic and cane, putting it to good use.
So Felix got that key, so he's gonna go over here and check these 4. I'm gonna make sure. I need the last one to make sure it has the key, please. Here. Man,
Okay,
what
so
the time,
here's
yo.
numbers 3, 4, 5, and 6.
All right, 6. Don't let me down now, okay? I got big money on this. Seriously, I get that? Man, what a bunch of nouns that is.
Man, we doubled down on that too.
Then they gave us like the worst possible thing. And arrow.
Wow.
Get that mess out of my face, man.
That validation arrow. I like that phrase. It's a big old bunch of nouns.
It's fine, man. Oh my goodness. That little burnt up rupee on that little torch there.
All right, so that was number 7. That was the torch. So Fantallis being the second to get his boots. EmoSaru actually very close behind. Unfortunately, she does have that Master Sword disadvantage over Fantallis' Tempered Sword. That could easily come into play unless we see a sword somewhere here in Ganon's Tower.
We're at number 11 here. Still no big key. We have traversed what, half of our options here. Coming up on number 12 here. Nice little fire bar room here.
+5.
Nada.
And see, randomizer room, this is the reason. This is the reason why left side is the play.
I tell you. Well, here we go. X-Rok dragging around Chester.
Yeah, X-Rok doesn't know yet that it's a pedestal seed, which is unfortunate for him. But yeah, so I think the best thing for EmoSaru right now would be a sword and silvers in Rando Room, or even just a sword in Rando Room, because we know Big Key is probably here. Yeah. Well, actually, no, it could be behind Armo still, or Bob Chest. So
here comes 14 through 17 potentially. Oh,
there's a sword.
And oh boy.
So it looks like unless she opts to do Dark Magician strats, she will end up with Tempered Sword, which means that this race between herself and Fantallis, it's really close, actually.
It is. It is. Oh, baby, I'm calling the Tower Room now. Let's make him truly suffer.
Oh, man.
Yes, maximum suffrage. Let's go. So again, we are, man, we're down to what, 5 potential places now. This is, we've got the 3 after what? No, that's not right. 5?
We got 5 total. We've got this Bob Chest, which is nothing, and then we got the 3 behind Armos, and then we have that Tile Room.
Oh, that's 18 down the drain. Yeah, we got a 3 above here, yeah. Oh boy, the Tile Room, the Tile Room.
The Tile Room is what I like to call the Great Equalizer.
And I was just talking about that, man. Oh, this is gonna be too good. Please, no Big Key here. I want to see Max suffering. Come on now. And the chat does too, because you all like when everybody gets trolled and suffering.
Maximum suffering.
No Big Key. That's right. No Big Key. Hey, there's a bottle. Yes. 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 I love this game. Get your butt back to the right side of that dungeon, my friend. Oh, everybody's gonna be so mad. Everybody's like, man, bump this dumb game, man. Oh, baby. That's just hilarious.
Oh my gosh. This seed is incredible.
This is glorious, man. This is glorious. I gotta go give this seed to a friend or something. Make them
yeah, have fun.
This is already know everything.
Don't tell them whether it's a fast seed or a slow seed. Just say, this is a seed that you must play.
Like, someone gave me this game to play. I just want to try it out with you. You don't mind? Okay. Oh, boy. Well, Thieves is going to walk around bobbing and whipping and, lordy. X-Rok, poor X-Rok, doesn't know he's got to go get a pedestal and then still... First, at least we'll be able to take care of this pendant here, but unfortunately, you know.
Yeah, it's looking like oh, interesting. We get to see the Dark World versus Light World portal choice in action. Light World is technically faster, but you do have to deal with squirrel RNG. So it can be a problem, but here, look at that. Almost synced. Oh my goodness.
Yes. Wow. What is this?
Wow. They're
it's
like completely synced right now.
My eyeballs here. Yeah, you all chose the right race to skip here, that's for sure. Man, this is, man. Oh, the spiraling my eye. Oh boy, this is something else here.
Oh, apparently Ice Palace has silver arrows. So none of our runners, or at the very least, Felix, EmoSaru, and Fantallis, none of them will end up with silvers because those are in Ice Palace.
Yeah, must not be on the route to the boss here, so.
Ooh, so looking like Fantallis is gonna pull ahead a little bit unless EmoSaru decides to do Dark Magician strats. Or well, it wouldn't even be Dark Magician strats. It would be full right side from here, but
Yep. That is interesting. Well, rip silvers.
yeah. So thankfully for EmoSaru especially, she won't have to worry about a Master Sword silverless fight unless she oh man. Does he have a fairy? I hope. Does Felix have a fairy?
No. Uh-oh, we're gonna find out.
I hope he has a fairy.
And
Okay, he has a fairy. Oh
same.
man, that scared me.
A long walk back.
All right, yeah, so it is looking like EmoSaru is not going to have to be dealing with a Master Sword silverless today.
Oh boy.
You know, I got really confused. I looked away from Felix's screen for a second, and I was like, wait, what? How is he back in desert? I'm that kind of out of it right now. Look, it is midnight for me right now.
I'll give you a nice little comfy pillow, relax on.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
goodness.
need sleep, man. Oh man.
It was a heck of a mirror out. How'd you do that, man?
How did you respawn Landmola in desert?
Hey, you speedrunners and your glitches and stuff. Who knows now? All these doggone tricks. GDQ lag.
I wish I was suffering from GDQ lag. GDQ seemed like a blast this year.
Don't know, you don't. Hey, everybody's getting the remnants of the stuff is now contaminating everybody. So everybody's walking around with cooties and whatnot. So
well, here's the thing: I got sick immediately after GDQ, and I didn't even have the benefit of going.
Oh boy!
I caught the GD flu without even going. So
confirmed, he got sick of watching GDQ. Yeah, that's what he's saying. Exactly.
Exactly.
You know. Ah, boy. So, oh my goodness, man, this doggone swamp palace here.
Oh, Fantallis dash in the wrong direction.
Looking for a secret zip down there, apparently, you know.
Yeah.
You speed fasters. Emo, she's gonna learn very well. There's a sword.
There's that sword, so.
Oh boy, just counting down the chest until it hits them. Where you gonna have to go here?
Felix opting not to go for the hover.
So that means the run is now confirmed. The validation chest has been revealed.
Oh. Ooh, this is interesting. So I will be interested to see how EmoSaru handles this. She does know about the 5 arrows right there.
Mm-hmm.
So while she won't be able to fully take out Ice Armos, she will be able to at least take out most of them.
Yeah, Fantallis.
While Fantallis has just opted to go straight
sword strats.
Straight sword strats. I guess that makes sense. You want to hold on to 4 arrows at least.
Yeah.
Cause actually, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
good. She's opting to hold on to the rest of her arrows.
Yeah. Oh, semi little stun lock there.
Yeah, not bad. Meanwhile, Felix finishing up that Agatu fight, heading down to Ganon's tower, or the Ganon fight.
The Ganon fight. So looks like Felix is gonna be in there here. Not only silvers, but no challenge for these professionally trained speedrunners here. Oh boy.
Oh my goodness, I forgot about the right side check. Fantallis hasn't done the right side check yet. Which now means EmoSaru is pulling ahead. She knows it's tile room.
Yep. Fantallis
Felix with that butter sword. Making quick work.
Oh boy. This fight. There you go. She's just waiting for this to end here. Felix is taking care of Ganon.
And so,
There it is.
EmoSaru using the interesting strat I hadn't heard about, the cape plus pulling the wall strat. So apparently, when you are wearing the cape and pulling a wall, your magic does not run out. So
See?
you get to just sit here all day and just hold on to that wall.
All of you speed fasters, how come y'all can't give me this kind of stuff, man? How do you know these things?
To be fair, I had only heard about this like 2 days ago, I think.
Is that literally a randomizer trick? Because like I've watched some people run this game, but I've never seen anyone do that. Well, I guess you don't have to when you're playing a vanilla.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like that's the thing about randomizer, and one of the things that's interesting is you have so much randomizer specific tech because you just don't need to do a lot of stuff in the normal game.
I think we could benefit from the whole community. We have a list of these so we can learn these things to make our lives a little. So we won't have these 7-hour seeds. Thank you very much. Man. God dog it.
Alright, and Felix should be getting close to the end of this Ganon fight right now.
Yeah.
There it is.
And Ganon has been deceased.
Alright, and with that said, FelixTheCat finishes the race in 12th place with a final SRL time of 2 hours, 2 minutes, and 13 seconds.
Congrats on that one, Felix. That's some
That was
good
a heck
stuff
of a
here.
seed. That was a heck of a seed.
Shouts out to doing pedestal checks. I'll tell you right there. That's some good stuff. Don't go walk around talking about get to see, son. Don't do that. Oh my goodness.
All right. Let's see here.
Ah boy. Poor fantallis still not even aware of where he needs to go.
Yeah, I mean, he's making his way through the pendant dungeon, so at least he's doing what he needs to do.
Yeah.
Just does not know that,
disappointment is soon forthcoming here.
Although, well, silvers are a nice palace, so at least there's that.
Yeah.
Welcome, FelixTheCat.
Hello.
And GG, congrats on the finish.
Thank you very much. That was certainly a seed.
Yeah,
That
it
was
was.
a fantastic scene, man.
So what are your thoughts? How did you feel about that run?
The second I saw that Willard J. Bradley generated the seed, I knew what we were in for. It was, I thought I did pretty good. It was a fun seed. I'm glad that I couldn't lose to a hover. Just my own poor play.
How about that?
Definitely.
Look, how about those boots on that pedestal, though, my friend? What was your feeling when?
I was just glad that I remembered to check the pedestal before I went in to, look for the blacksmith or any of the other pedestal or like any of the other pendant dungeons.
Yeah, which unfortunately for all of your opponents on the restream, they kind of all fell prey to that. None of them checked ped until they had already checked blacksmith and purple chest and everything.
I was told.
Go ahead, man.
I was there was one thing that I was kind of totally caught off guard by, which was the Thieves Town big chest having the small key.
Yeah, so that's a new thing in version 28. Thieves Town big chest can have the small key. Thieves Town or Swamp Palace Big Chest can have the big key. I think is that it?
Yeah, there's
I think
You're
Skullwood's
asking the
big
wrong
chest.
person if you're asking me.
So I
Yeah,
think
I just got
Skullwood's
that
big
myself.
chest can have the big key as well.
I know that Hera Basement can have the small key as well, which is always
Oh,
nice.
interesting. I haven't run into that yet, but yeah, that's pretty much one of the big overhauls in the logic is like keys can like chests can be redundant, like they can be required to check themselves as long as it's not progression.
Yeah. Yeah, that's some good stuff. I like to see that. I enjoy this where you think you're setting up so well, and all of a sudden, oh yeah, a lot more just for one single item.
Yeah, that was it was interesting. I didn't even realize how close you guys were to go mode for such a long time. Like once you left Turtle Rock, it was only once you left I was like, "Oh wait, no, you're one item off go mode and you have been for like ever now."
Yeah, and I think it was a choice between like checking some of the pendants or doing some overworld stuff or going up to Turtle Rock and hoping I found Kane on the way, and I think that worked out. I mean, there's a pretty good chance otherwise that Boots was going to be there if it wasn't.
Yeah, definitely. It definitely worked out in your favor to go do TR when you did.
I was kind of sad though that after I dropped off the two V-Torps at the very beginning that we found another 300 rupees in Mini Moldorm.
Oh yeah, that was news to me. I had no idea that you could do that.
I had a feeling. I had a feeling some people might not. It's one of those like, why would you ever do it? Things. So hopefully some people got a good chuckle or learned something new from that.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh boy.
So looking like EmoSaru in the Ganon fight right now.
Nice
Getting
frame
some
rate.
Kana Burna strats in. She's on her way to the last phase.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, where were silvers?
Silvers were in Ice Palace.
Right. Ganon actually said that. That's a good point.
I don't actually know which chest they were in. I forgot to check X-Rok's side before he got the silvers, but I just know that they are there. Yeah, and thankfully, there was that sword upgrade on in Randomizer room because EmoSaru actually did not check Catfish throughout the run, I think. She came in a little bit late on the restream, but I don't think she checked Catfish, so she went into GT with Master Sword.
Oh yeah. Actually, I've been, the Catfish has got me a few too many times for me to not check it, and most of the time, for whatever reason, it's a sword whenever I get got by the Catfish.
Ooh.
All right, so both Fantallis and EmoSaru both on the last phase of Ganon right now. Just comes down to spins, and there it is. Looks like EmoSaru is going to be pulling out the second place finish on our restream. And there it is. She is done in 17th place with a final SRL time of 2:09.28. So
yeah.
GG to her.
Yep, good stuff there as well. Man, make sure you follow these people, yo. Make sure you show these people some love for, of course, always providing you all this quality entertainment here on games that I'm quite envious of your skills at these games, I'll tell you that. At least to this randomizer stuff. And Fantallis as well, getting the kill on Ganon. Ganon is also deceased on that screen. What kind of time we're looking at here? Not too far behind, honestly, from Emo.
Yeah, very close. Exactly 40 seconds apart. Fantallis finishing with in 18th place, right behind EmoSaru, with a final time of 2:10.08. All right, and looks like She is in the waiting room. Gonna go ahead and pull her in real quick. Hello.
Hey yo, how's it going?
Good. Congrats on the finish.
Yeah, thanks.
GG, Emo.
Yeah, GG to you too.
That was a heck of a seed.
Yeah, it's a classic Willard J. Bradley seed right there.
I'm assuming that Willard is like the provider of like garbage seeds to you all or something on a regular basis here. Is that like what I'm kind of understanding here?
That's not wrong. Or,
Not wrong. Double not.
Yeah, or not true. I don't know. At any rate, he has a bit of a history. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I really wish I would have checked the pedestal sooner.
Yeah, that definitely, within the restream at least, that was a pretty large factor. Felix, you had checked Swamp, you had finished Swamp, and Felix had not. But then Felix checked Pedestal, so he was able to go mode Ice Palace Mire and Swamp Palace all
yeah,
in a
at
row.
that point, oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, at that point, I was so close to go mode that like I didn't even want to deal with that, but in hindsight it was the thing to do.
Yeah, it's one of those things you can oh, speaking of which, X-Rok finally checking that ped. He now knows.
Yeah.
He now knows he I think he still needs to do Swamp Palace and Misery Mire before he gets his boots. But yeah, it was actually really interesting watching you and Fantallis kind of trading off near the end there.
Mm-hmm.
Because you had Master Sword. The final sword upgrade was at Catfish.
Oh, cool.
And so Felix and Fantallis had both already checked that, so they had Tempered Sword going into Ganon's Tower, and you only had Master Sword, so especially with Silver's being kind of MIA, we were worried like, oh man, this could come down to like whether a sword upgrade is in GT, but you managed to find it and pretty much made that a non-issue.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately, aside from the Ganon fight, I wasn't really concerned with having just Master Sword. Like, I've done a bunch of Master Sword G Towers, and Master Sword Ganon isn't really that bad. I'd have magic and like so much potion in my inventory that like, unless I like really screwed it bad and fell off, like I wasn't concerned. But it would have definitely been time consuming, that's for sure.
Yeah, exactly. That's probably the biggest difference. Like once you get past the first two phases, like I think second phase Master Sword Ganon can be really annoying, but once you get past those first two phases, it's pretty much Tempered Sword except twice as many spins, you know? It just takes forever.
Totally.
Oh, and it looks like we have Fantallis in the waiting room. Gonna go ahead and move him in here as well. Welcome, Fantallis.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, GG. How are you feeling? Thoughts on the seed?
Good gracious. Yeah, I bet chat liked that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a heck of a seed.
Yeah, that was absolutely ridiculous. I barely even remember. Like, I thought that the worst thing that was going to happen to me was the stupid bow being on Pyramid. It's like when I found that, I was like, everything is falling together. This is what's eventually going to destroy me. No, that was the start of it.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah, that was. It came down to Big John was saying it came down to check pedestal and check pyramid, check your P's.
Yes, man. Those I've learned the hard myself. Like these out of the way places, just it seems like they have this habit of having that item you're looking for so badly at times.
Yeah, that's what I thought about Swamp.
Yeah.
Oh boy,
so
the
stupid.
ruin of Swamp just. Of course, you end up until you knew that the doggone boosts were at the Master Sword pedestal. Like it worked out in your favor. You just didn't know it did yet. You know.
Yeah. No, the moment I saw that on pedestal, I thought, the one good thing about that is the stupid fact that I finished up Swamp. I mean, I full cleared it when really it's an amazing Go mode dungeon, but still, I don't know. I don't feel too bad about it overall. Like, what are you supposed to do?
Yeah, exactly. There's only so much you can do in a seed like that, honestly.
Can we
I
talk
thought it
really quick about the beginning of that seed?
Yeah, that was weird.
I was just thinking back to this, and unless I'm mistaken, what the logic intended you to do was actually ascend Tower of Hera using nothing but bombs.
Yep. It was a
Man.
required bomb Hera, get flippers in big chest
Yeah,
to get your first sword, and then come back and beat Moldorm to get the small key, to get the hammer, to get Dark World access.
yeah.
It was a nightmare.
Getting those beetles to fall into the holes with bombs is like...
That's for me. When I have bomb Hera, my strat is just go grab those 2 pots, hit 2 of the beetles to kill them, and then fall down the
Yeah.
hole immediately. Like
Yeah,
I just never even worry about it,
yeah,
honestly.
it's fair. But
Oh.
yeah, it's just like, ugh, God.
You
They
also had
gave
to
you-
do escape. Sorry about that. You had to do escape without a weapon to get flute to get up to thing.
Correct. Yeah.
Oh God! Wow, that was a beginning
Yeah.
of sorts.
Did everybody else use the golden bee and the net to just like keep recycling it until escape?
I think Jaxus did when he was on stream.
Mhm.
His stream kind of fell down. You weren't on the restream immediately, so we didn't catch your early game. But yeah, I know Jaxus was doing that. I think.
Yeah,
I sold
the
my
big bee
bees.
strats.
Yeah, I sold my bees for VTorp money.
Oh, right.
Well, that's the thing. They gave you, not only did they give you B-Torp, they also gave you a net. It's like, here you go.
Yeah,
Just
I had
use these.
infinite bees, so it was great.
Infinite bees.
Yeah, that's actually funny enough. On X-Rok side, we saw those bees kind of not being the best friends.
Oh, yeah.
Fun fact: bees will push around Igors, even if their eye isn't open. So
Really?
he used the bee, and it pushed the Igor into him, and he died and lost the bee.
Oh, no.
It was so sad to see. It was an experience for sure.
That's pretty brutal.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I had no idea. There are weird new things about this game that we keep figuring out.
Yeah, and speaking of X-Rok, he's making his way through Misery Mire right now, gonna get his big key. Hopefully just rush right down to Misery or to Vidi.
Yeah, this seed has been a learning experience. I think just watching it, some of these cape strats that I didn't even know myself. Not to mention these B strats. Man, this is something to have that. I wonder if the B even possibly placed as part of the logic to have like another weapon.
No.
I mean that I'm like, I don't know how in depth they've gone now. Like, hey, they put a golden bee and the net together for infinite bee combos. I don't know.
No, the big thing about the logic in this game, for people who don't know, is that the assumption is that, especially for the early game stuff like Escape, you can do it with nothing but bombs.
Yeah.
It's a giant pain in the butt, but that is the assumption. So no, the bees don't count as weapons in any of the cases where it matters in the logic.
Yeah,
Which
I've seen some
honestly good in my opinion.
I agree.
I never
yeah.
remember that you can use bees as a weapon, honestly. Whenever I see a bee in a bottle, I basically see an empty bottle.
Yeah,
They're the same
generally
thing.
speaking, that's true. And I looked at those bottles that way too until I realized I was not getting anything else. And then it was bee time, for sure. But I love the bees. This was a weird seed too because it was weird. It was really, really linear, except there were 2 points where it just completely opened up, and you had like a whole map full of stuff to check. And then you would just go back to like item to item to item. But when it opened up, I mean, it opened up really, really wide. Like at the point where we actually got like real Dark World access, you had pretty much everything, you know, available to you, and then you got the myths set later. But yeah, it was pretty wacky.
Yeah, because that early game especially, since we didn't catch your early game, did you fake flipper or did you follow the intended double dip?
Okay, so what I did the double dip, but I tried to do it with bombs. I was like, screw it, I'm gonna try to do it. And so I tried to do it, and then I said no, and then I went and fake flipper, got my sword, slapped my head a little bit, and then went back up and finished it real quick.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, it was a bummer. I was trying to avoid the fake flipper if I could, expecting to get some kind of progression up there, which you did, just not the progression I was hoping to find.
And thankfully, X-Rok found those silvers in Ice Palace, because
Yeah.
making quick work of Vitreous.
Is that where they were?
Yeah, they were in Ice Palace. I think I saw someone say Big Chest. I totally did not catch exactly where that was.
Interesting.
That felt like the last troll of this entire thing was the fact that the seed made you go through. I mean, unless you managed to divine out of thin air that it was going to be in tile room, the seed made you go through the entire basement looking for every single thing, and still by the end of it, apparently nobody had silvers. I guess.
You know, I probably should have done tile room first because, you know, after the way the rest of the seed had gone, it seems very appropriate.
Because Willard.
Because Willard
Yeah.
J. Plando.
This is his.
Wow.
Yeah. The secret is that I actually love Willard, but I don't love the seeds that he generates.
Oh yeah, I thought this seed was funny. I wasn't mad at it. I just thought it was kind of hilarious.
Yeah, it was for as much like work as it was fun.
Yeah, it can definitely be. I feel like it's such a fine line between a funny troll seed and a frustrating troll seed. Like it's yeah.
Yeah,
Also-
exactly.
Also, Felix, I thought it was really great when you got your boots and then immediately bonked twice on the way out of the grove.
Yeah, I did that, and I was like, I wonder if they think this is intentional.
That was I had a good laugh from that. That was just great.
Yeah, I thought you were just making sure that you actually didn't have a bonk count. That's all. But you got him so late.
Oh, I never have to worry about that.
Does anyone tell you? Yeah, that was some fun stuff there, man. Once I saw that it wasn't in the 6 case, I said case 10 too. Then in the 6
you
chest.
did say 6 case.
I gotta get this deal on my mind. Once I realized it wasn't in the 6-1, I was like, "Yo, come on, no, let's go tile room." I just wanted it. I just want the last place that most people check. And my dream came true. I tell you. I'm sorry for you all that you had to do that whole tower just to go back there, though. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing is I got that tempered sword out of the deal, so I can only be so sad. But I'm a little sad.
So, Big John, you coming back for more commentary?
I'll commentate. You won't see me racing. Laptops are. I might get a seat like this and be mad.
Well, maybe a little bit of both. I mean, I'm definitely gonna go back and watch the VOD of this just to get that sweet Big John commentary.
Oh God, please. Yeah, you won't see me doing this. This is why I enjoy watching them all. I mean, you all for doing this, especially with there being so many chances now to race every day now. It is a really good watch for myself, and I'm sure hundreds of other viewers, thousands of other people, to watch you all, figure out these puzzles, to do what you need to do, and really have a really fantastic grasp on how to get through this game in a randomized fashion, man. It is really, I think many people in chat can say it's really impressive to watch, to see it. We enjoy it, how you all, they went there, and you see one person with something and they don't go there, like Emo was so close to the boost but walked past him, like, oh, they were right there. And oh man, it's such a good watch. It's really, really a sight to enjoy, man. I'm telling you. But I can't do that Keith Sandy stuff though. Y'all can have that.
Hey, you can have that too. I'm not a huge fan. It's actually really fun to play Keith Sanity, but I get burned by it every single time. So I sympathize with you there.
If you do enjoy it, though, I do believe the Key Sanity tournament is still open to sign up to.
It is, and I'm still signed up for it. Self-torture.
Oh, boy. Man, oh, man. So it looks like X-Rok has everything he needs, so he's going to make his way up to Ganon and hopefully take care of Tile Room early.
Yeah, that would be nice if he did a tile room early check. Would help him save a lot of time. You wouldn't get that sweet butter, but the tempered's pretty good, and he does have those silvers.
Yeah. Man, that keeps saying tournament, man.
Yeah, there are so many tournaments for this game coming up in the next couple months. There's that Key Sanity tournament. There's the No Major Glitches tournament happening. There's the next main randomizer tournament happening soon. Just gonna be a crazy
overload, boy. I tell you. Are any of you all you two participating in the No Major Glitches as well?
I am, yeah.
Yeah, I am currently signed up. I've been working my time down little by little.
I'll be in it as well.
All right, good stuff, yo. Do you know the game vanilla? Because I know even I have people come to my shows like, yo, they play randomized, but they just don't even know the game vanilla. They don't know where stuff is. So, and you're so used to like checking all your options, where now, you don't even come close to that on that category.
The hardest thing is making that switch. Every time I do a few rando races and then go back to NMG, there's at least one run where it just ends because I start checking chests.
Yeah, I think the most difficult thing for me is Thieves Town. It's not even like the first two chests. I always skip those, but it's chest 3.
Right. Yeah.
Instead of like jumping off immediately and getting the big key, I'll always just rush down there. And there was one run where I happened to be low on arrows, and I realized as soon as I picked up those arrows in the pot, I was like, okay, well that works, I guess. But oops.
Yeah, for me, it's that actually the first chest in Escape.
That one too. That can be a bad one. The map, I think.
Yep. The good thing is it's right at the beginning of the run, so I do it and slap my head and reset the console. Then usually it's good, but yeah, that chest is brutal.
Yeah, that was, man. I can definitely tell you, as someone that was going to start learning this game with No Major Glitches, and I got absorbed into the randomizer hype. It was I found myself a little challenge trying to continue to learn it because I just didn't know what to do. Just want to go everywhere.
The cool thing about randomizer is that there are parts of the game that we routinely explore that a lot of people who played the game even casually and maybe tried to, find everything might not have even seen. There's the rando room in Ganon's Tower, which literally there's never a reason ever to go there in the vanilla game. And so it's kind of cool. I actually knew quite a bit about the game, or so I thought before I started playing this, but I've learned so much about the game from playing randomizer. It's a really interesting thing.
Yeah, this is how I introduced the game, because I recently probably played the game blind myself, and it was honestly the randomizer. And I would also say, if you never played this game before, as someone who doesn't know, I can say don't be too scared of playing the randomizer first. I mean, I think I've heard both, like sometimes play it casually first, or but you know, with the tools that they have, and I can, you know, things like cross products tracker that can show you like the whole overworld, dark and light world. You can see where you can and can't go based on what you have. So I think it's a really great thing, man. Even if you don't know this game, I mean, you can get through it. You got the stuff that, you know, tells you where you can go and what you need and things like that. So I think it's a nice little valuable tool, honestly.
Absolutely. And for anybody who's not in the Randomizer Discord or some of the other community Discords, I'm relatively new to this community in the last, 8 or 9 months, 10 maybe now. And, I can say it's one of the most helpful and welcoming communities I've ever seen. So, everybody is encouraged to join, and there are always people who are more than willing to answer questions or help point in the right direction.
Yeah. Yeah, I know some people were saying like they don't like the normal speed runs. Like, I guess a speed run and its root is just, mastering, a known category of a game per se, versus where, if you're going to quote speed run a randomizer, well, it's only, 82 million categories, or see, so whatever that total number is. So, and I think that's why randomizer is so attractive, because it's, unlikely it will be never to be the same game twice. No matter what you do, it may come close. It's going to take a while before you get the same seed or the same layout, with only like say 1 or 2 differences. But I think that's why they have this stuff for you all to check out all these variances, and in case you get tired of vanilla on this or any of the other things they got going on speed gaming or any other randomizer, endless replay value.
I've actually just started doing regular no major glitches runs to try to improve, basically doing the entire game with green mail, because that was always my hugest weakness, was just hugging things over and over again until I die.
As somebody whose PB from earlier in the week had a death to Ganon, I can tell you it's still a struggle. I got a new one like this afternoon that doesn't have a death to Ganon, but man, it's yeah. It fights hard with green mail, that's for sure.
It's super fun, and it has actually improved. Like, I do feel a lot more confident going into areas in Randomizer without having searched around for helper items or anything that kind of gives you a little bit of leeway and stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
just such a help in terms of execution, even if it's just like something you do as not your main focus, even if it's something you do as like a supplement to randomizer or something. I think there's a huge amount of value to NMG, and I definitely think it's worth at least trying out, if for no other reason than to learn the strats and things like that. It's a great speed run.
Oh, absolutely.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh man,
X-Rok running out of magic
and
but
ran right
he has
past
some-
the room. Oh.
No,
He has some blue goose though.
Maybe he doesn't.
I almost wish he hadn't had the blue goo, because then maybe he would have just gone back to
Yeah.
to go do tile room instead.
I don't know if he knows there's a full magic under that pot down there. Or did he get it
Oh
already?
yeah, that's he might have. I didn't even notice. No, he didn't actually.
Oh, no.
But he does have quite a few safeties, so the
he's
lack
got
of blue
this.
potion should be okay. Because magic's usually not the issue going up Ganon's tower. Also, I just realized, EmoSaru and fantallis, your in-game times were only 8 seconds apart.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
wow.
pretty crazy, actually. It was about 30 seconds on SRL, I think. But
Yeah.
we'd have to check the lag time to see what was going on.
Yeah, I have to imagine that was an interesting ascent up the tower.
Yeah, it definitely was, especially going into Ganon's tower. You had Tempered Sword, and EmoSaru did not. She had Master Sword, so...
Yeah, to be a slightly faster Ganon fight.
Well, I ended up getting tempered in G Tower.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was left side.
Yeah, for some stupid reason, I went over to check Catfish and got my tempered sword, and I was like, "Oh boy, this is great! Time to start a new route." And didn't head down to Pod or check for the bow. I don't know.
Yeah, that was actually you and Felix were really close for a little while. You decided to go into you guys got Dark World access very close to each other, and Felix decided.
Oh
X-Rok's
no!
X-Rok getting grabbed by the hand. Could use some of that cape wall grab action that we saw earlier. I didn't even know about that strat until recently.
Yeah, same here. I think I saw Willard doing it, and I was like, oh, that's a thing.
So what is that?
So when you pull a wall while you have cape enabled, you don't actually use up magic. So you can enable cape, grab the wall and pull on it while the tiles are happening, and the hand won't grab you either. And you just get to kind of sit there. It's basically like if you fall on top of the switch, or you flip the switch on top of the pegs in the Hera tile room. It's just kind of a break.
Really?
Yep. Even now, new tech.
You learn something new every day.
It's kind of crazy to think that fake powder was literally not found until or at the very least was not a well-known or common strat until after I was involved in the community. It's crazy how much stuff has changed even in the last 6 months.
Yeah, I was really sad that I was so tilted by the time I got into G Tower that I was hoping to pull off that Scrivo bow dash. GT spike room, but unfortunately I got clipped and got angry. But that thing is so cool when you pull it off. It's swaggy.
Yeah, there are a lot of just incredibly cool strats that also just happen to be really fast.
Mm-hmm.
Again, just another one of the benefits of NMG.
Yeah, lots of opportunities to learn some cool, swaggy, fast stuff in NMG for sure. I don't know how many varieties of Tower of Hera bomb jump I've seen, but I think Gesellschaft always has. I think Ventisi described her as always being a little bit extra in Link to the Past, and I can agree with that. She always pulls off some cool stuff.
Yeah, Hera has a lot of bomb jump setups. I go for one of the slower ones, but I'm just doing the boot turnaround. Place the bomb.
Oh, the thing where you slide off the edge and then the boot.
Yeah, I mean, like, not even slide off the edge, but just like use the boots to stop yourself from falling.
Right.
And then if you happen to be lined up on the correct pixel, you don't have to bonk. And then if you aren't on the right pixel, you just bonk.
I see. I gotcha.
All right, so X-Rok making his way up Gauntlet now. Shouldn't be too much longer considering he does have a red potion and 2 fairies, so...
And the butter sword.
And butter and silvers, so he shouldn't have too much trouble with this endgame here.
This room right here, this is room that I despise this room with passion. I need to literally watch a video to see how to just that room and even the 2 rooms prior, just to see the optimal way to get through that. Because I mean, regardless of what you're playing, even in speedrun or those 2 rooms, man.
Yeah, this whole floor is really cruel. Whoever
this gauntlet is real, man. Look at that 3. What?
That 1 cycle landmo was good, man. Holy crap!
Somebody watch a tutorial video on that one. Jeez, man.
Okay, that was really interesting. I just saw it on the restream. And
I guess you guys.
Sure what killed that
right? Yeah, I can't tell. I'm thinking maybe he was mashing the silver, like the bow button, and it just happened to like release right at the right time.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it
either that or some kind of weird glitch. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
They get more
looked
strats.
It looked like the way that Fire Rod splash damage looks.
Yeah, I was gonna
But-
say it reminded me of that, but that was really interesting.
Speaking of Fire Rod splash damage, I got literally no Fire Rod splash damage during my Cold Stare fight, which is really annoying.
I noticed that. I saw you you fired off your fire rod and like you had a good setup going,
Yeah.
and then for
like,
some reason I think it must have been lag frames, but you fired off the fire rod, hit them, and they just were like, "What?
no, like,
You want to
yeah.
go? Like, come at me!"
Yeah, like usually, you can keep them clustered for like 3 shots, if you're quick at least, and then it's pretty quick to just finish them off. But for whatever reason, I got like no benefit that run. It's kind of weird.
I think I was very close to despawning G Tower.
I was not. I had the world's worst torch room and amongst other things, and yeah, it was pretty bad.
I guess I should explain for those who do not know what despawning Ganon's Tower is. If you, in that room with the torches, if you go up the stairs in the next room the same time as that door closes in the room before, the top of Ganon's Tower will despawn and you have to do it all over again.
No, that doesn't sound enjoyable.
It's not.
I had that happen once, and I had no idea what was going on.
Yeah, literally all the dynamic sprites are gone, so you can't do anything.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's never happened to me, but I just know that it exists. Really.
Is there like a V of that? I'm actually curious.
I'm sure there are 1.5 million clips of it, of people doing it for the first time, but I don't have
exactly 1.5 million.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly 1.5.
All right, I have to go.
I mean, give or take like 230,000, but ballpark.
Now, if you can hover the moldorm gap,
Oh wow.
is it possible? Like,
No, because I think Aghanim isn't there either.
yeah.
That's the other thing, because it would be totally
What?
not a problem if Aghanim was there. At least I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but because
I'm not 100% sure whether you can light the torches, but in that state.
Well, see, when it happened to me, I had no idea what was going on. I made it all the way to Moldorm, but like he wasn't there. But the Moldorm sound was still going on, the sort of rattlesnake noise.
oh, interesting.
Ooh.
It's like,
I
where
think
is he?
the thing is, if you're short a small key, you're definitely screwed.
Yeah.
Because there are no many home stores to drop a key,
Oh yeah.
amongst other things.
All right, so X-Rok in this Ganon fight, already in the 3rd phase here, rushing through it. Used up his red goo, still has 2 fairies left. Has plenty of magic for the silvers phase. So we should be seeing a finish pretty soon.
Mm.
I was just linked a clip, something to do with some Orville Redenbacher popcorn earlier, so I'm gonna have to agree with chat that Big John's gonna have to come back and commentate more.
Uh-oh. Okay, so I need to go learn the game first, and then we'll see.
You do what you gotta do. I'm just saying.
I
Looks like
found
it-
a clip of the despawning from a previous speed gaming race, actually.
Okay, I gotta check that out.
Oh man, and that was in a
Ugh.
tournament race too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Terrible.
So for anybody watching X-Rok who doesn't know, the trick to getting multiple hits on Ganon with a single freeze is once he hits the edge of the arena, you can no longer get additional hits. So you really want to sort of come at him where you've got some distance to shoot him multiple times with arrows, or if you can shoot him into a lamp, that's good business too.
Yep, and there we go. X-Rok finishing out this fight. Far away from the edge, safely not gonna fall off.
Yeah. Never giving up, man. That's the way to pull through right there.
And there we go. X-Rok finishing with an official SRL time of 2:45.31 in 50th place. GG to X-Rok.
Yeah, that is some good stuff, man. That seed, that. Oh, this game. Nice sometimes, and then that stuff happens.
Welcome to the randomizer community.
Let me go change communities right quick
I
here.
think that's our motto, actually.
What's our motto?
Sometimes it's nice to you, and then this happens.
Yeah.
I think I'll stick to my 100 Triforce hunt little things here. That not to be worried about missing something. I can always go somewhere. Kinda.
Triforce Hunt is definitely a cool mode, that's for sure.
If you get bored, do the hundreds. I 100 Triforce there. That's where all the fun is now.
I know a few people, like Andy, who was in the big GDQ randomizer race, have been going for the easy mode 10 Triforce piece record, which is a lot of fun to watch because they just ignore everything and just hope it works out. And it's
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that was like, since I know the randomizer, now choose your starter, and I was like, hey, why don't we just start a seed with every item already at our disposal? Like, you can just go anywhere. Just about, you know?
Yeah, I want to say somebody's made something like that in the customizer, and it's like takes 30 minutes to finish or something.
Oh yeah, of course.
Where it's
man.
like
just...
every progression item is in Kakariko, and then you just like go beat dungeons for the rest of the game, and you just God TR, God GT, or God GT and God whatever other dungeons you do.
I just recently got sent, thank you Felix, the boss rush hack. But anyway, I think that might have been somebody else that sent that to me. But no, I got sent by 2 people. But the boss rush hack is super cool if you can find that. It's literally a boss rush, and they've got a whole custom layout. It's just boss with no health repels.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, it's super cool. It's a lot of fun. The one thing you have to be mindful of is it's actually a ROM hack of the US version of the game.
Oh, so things like spin speed don't work?
Yeah, if you're smarter than me, you won't sit there trying to make it happen on the pyramid at a certain point and getting very confused.
I still think my favorite spin speed flub ever was the time when TGH was trying to get spin speed out of Turtle Rock going to GT for, maybe a solid 10 seconds until he said, oh wait, I don't have the boots.
Oh, GG.
It was incredible. I love that clip. All right. So it looks like we will have X-Rok pretty soon joining us. We're just waiting on him. And yeah, be sure to follow all the runners. Their links have just been recently posted in chat. Sure to give everybody a follow. That was one heck of a seed.
Oh yeah, and don't forget also, if you actually are for some reason want to actually try this yourself, because well, you want to reduce your life expectancy a little bit, make sure you all also visit VT. I don't know if there's a command for it, and I'm not sure, but you can go there. Make sure you join the Discord in case you're getting things going. The Discord is there, specifically full of randomizers. You can go there, talk with people, how to get yourself set up. Not to mention, if you want to contribute, like some of this crazy sprite action you see in the game, those are people like me and you who actually take the time to get the stuff to designed those things just to add some more nice little customization to the game, which is already randomized. So it's a pretty nice little thing there if you want to kind of, any of your artists want to help contribute. The resources are definitely there.
Oh, there we go.
Welcome, X-Rok. GG.
Yeah, that was painful.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure every single person who's come in for the interview has cursed Willard J. Bradley in some way, shape, or form. So
Apparently, yeah, that's the guy to curse here. Yeah, I forgot about Desert entirely until I went to try and get into Ganon's Tower there. And then I realized I was missing
Really?
Crystal. Yeah, no,
Oof.
I don't know what, I couldn't, it was potentially boots locked. I didn't have the book. I didn't have an easy way to get in there. And then I thought, I just wound up forgetting about it until later on. And then,
Well, still, GG to you for sticking it out and finishing that seed. That was, even in the best case scenario, that was a painful seed.
Yeah, that was the pedestal on top of it. Like I didn't even think to check the pedestal after I got the book out of the front end of Desert, seeing it was boots locked. Right, I'm like, shit, where am I gonna find this boots? I hope I didn't leave it in one of those two chests in Turtle Rock on the laser bridge there. But yeah, I eventually figured out it was a pedestal seed and back through all the swamp again.
Yeah, not to mention the early game even was
no
not great.
weapons, bombs forever. That was kind of a pain.
And then that the gold bee betrayed you.
Oh,
yeah, that too. He wouldn't kill that Igor there for me, and then I wound up dying trying to get that. Pushed him into me or whatever.
I didn't even know that's how golden bees interacted with inactive Igors.
Yeah, I didn't think they would shove him around, but and then I was trying to get close to him again to wake him up, and then he pushed him into me.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. I've never seen that before. I'm sorry. I almost was comically laughing, but I just didn't know that was a thing. First of all, I'm not even aware of the bees being used as kind of a weapon in the first place. But oh man, when he went traitor on you, I felt so bad. That was
it was weird.
That was my highlight of this whole race right here, honestly.
Well, and then me trying to do the dungeon escape there, ran out of bombs. Trying to
man.
I got one tree pull, and so I'll do this again. I can do this with 8 bombs. That'll be enough. And then I tried again and again, and I don't know what I was doing wrong, but I couldn't get that alternate prize pack or whatever to get the bombs again.
I think probably what happened is you had the level the mid-level tree pull where you've killed 4 or more enemies, but you took damage, and so you probably just needed to kill more enemies. In order to get the bombs to go back again.
I think so, but I don't know. I thought I killed 2 that first time that I got the bombs, and I thought that was what I needed to do. So I tried to kill 2 enemies without getting touched, and hoped that would get me the bombs again. And then eventually gave up and went and bought 20 at the shop.
I'll tell you, that early game, the bomb requirements, man, you run out with no sword and rip escape.
Yeah, and just bomb Hera is never a fun time. I think I had that 2 tournament seeds in a row the last tournament. That conditioned me to hate that. Yeah, so do you guys have any closing thoughts before we go ahead and wrap the stream up?
GG all around, and I think it was said, but Willard J. Bradley officially makes all the seeds now. I mean, none of the seeds now.
No, I disagree. I need more Willard seeds in my life.
I actually, he can generate more seeds. I just need 7% less. just like 7%, like not a lot less, just like a little bit less than what this one was, and then I'll be completely fine. But,
Yeah, that wasn't too bad of a seed if I knew I was looking for boots the whole time.
Yeah, if I had checked
And had the book, I could have checked that pendant for that information a hell of a lot earlier.
Yeah, the main thing I wanted to say though was thanks to you guys for commentating and trackers for tracking and restreamers for restreaming and all of that sort of stuff, because you guys do good work and we really appreciate it.
Thank you, everyone. You guys did great.
Absolutely, and absolutely huge shout outs again to D2 Kemps and Cyclone for tracking this race. Trackers really are like the unsung heroes of these streams.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, it's a thankless job, but we really do appreciate it, and it is an absolutely essential job. So yeah, big shout outs to them as well. And with that said, I think we are going to go ahead and sign off for the night. Nothing left today in the Speed Gaming channels, but tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, going to have another Link to the Past randomizer daily on Speed Gaming 1. That is going to be another open mode race, so be sure to go check that out. And once again, give a follow to all of our runners here today. If you're feeling super kind, commentators as well. And yeah, that's going to do it for us tonight. Thank you everybody so much for watching. And we will see you next time.